Hello, everybody. Welcome to the 5 Point Credit Union presentation of Barbers Hill at Nederland. The Mont Bellevue Barbers Hill Eagles are coming into town to take on your Nederland Bulldogs. For Sheffield Productions, I'm Charlie Jehlen.
Robert Reid.
And we are here. I'll tell you what, this is going to be a great game. You've got a battle here between the Nederland Bulldog defense basically against the Barbers Hill offense. Those guys put some points up on the board while moving the ball.
And I'm glad to talk about Barbers Hill because that's my job to talk about the visitors. Very similar situation to the game last week against the Dayton Broncos. Don't get it confused. Not Denver. We were in Dayton. Dayton Broncos with the Indianapolis Colts uniforms. And we had a great time there. Don't even get me started. And I mean that with all my heart. We had a wonderful time in Dayton last week. But here's the similarity. Great offense. Dayton had a great offense. Nederland has a great defense. And the defense won. This week, we don't know if it's going to turn out that way or not, Charlie, but one thing's for sure, Barbers Hill has a great offense. Let's talk a little bit about them. So you're going to want to look at these numbers in the game. First of all, number 2, that is Garrett Hagler. He is their tailback, and on the season so far, he has 838 yards rushing, which for 7 games going in, that's a good average. He's averaging basically 120 yards a game, and he has scored 8 touchdowns. Here's another number for you. Number 9, the quarterback, Brent Holdren. Brent has rushed for 498 yards. He has passed for 1,451 yards, so he's got the total offense numbers going. And among those yards, he has mixed in 18 touchdown passes, and he has thrown 7 interceptions. On the receiving end, they are led by number 88, a sophomore, Thompson, and number 81, Herndon, another sophomore. And also another big receiver for them is number 10, Ellis, who is a senior. So they have the numbers on offense. Problem for them is that, Charlie, they've also had a whole bunch of points scored against them. Last week they played Santa Fe, poor Santa Fe, who's going to definitely be better next season, but they lost 58-7 to the Eagles. But they got defeated by they played Port Neches, and excuse me, Charlie, while I go back over their schedule here real quick, but they played Crosby on October the 1st. They lost 53-46. Crosby is in first place in our district. They're the only undefeated team remaining. And then they played Port Neches Groves, and they lost to PNG 49-35. And PNG remains 3-1 in the district. That one loss coming to your Nederland Bulldogs. But earlier in the season, they also played Port Arthur Memorial High School. We know how good the team is in Port Arthur, and they were defeated 56-28. So they've played a tough schedule. They know they've got the offense, Charlie. Defense is an issue, but again, same type of game as last week. It's offense against defense, and one thing we know for sure, the Bulldogs are a fantastic defensive unit. So, Charlie, give us your thoughts on the Bulldogs coming into the game.
You know, when you're taking on a team that averages 40 points a game scoring and they give up 36, you're just hoping that you can slow them down. And one thing that Nederland has done, I read this in the Port Arthur News, it's very eloquently written by me, 5 turnovers. That was the difference. I mean, as you saw live and free here on Sheffield Productions' website, you saw the very first play that the Dayton Broncos used. Little halfback pass intercepted by Nederland's free safety, Nolan White, who went on to become our Whataburger player of the game. But Nederland had 5 turnovers. They were able to convert them into quite a few points and finally putting away Dayton by a score of 41-14. What this whole district is setting up, as Robert said, Crosby's number 1 right now with a 4-0. You've got 3 teams at 3-1, Texas City, Nederland, and PNG. But what it's looking like is that if the Bulldogs have control of their destiny, and I know Coach Barrow likes to talk about things like that, Nederland has control of its destiny. It did that one loss to Texas City, but if they win out, particularly beating Crosby in the last game, which happens to be in Nederland this year, you're the district champions. That's the way to look at it right there. So Nederland, their defense, their offense really came together against Dayton. very few mistakes, very few penalties in that game. It was a very hard-fought game, and eventually Nederland was able to get their offense up and running. Some great plays by Kenan Fuselier, Beresford, all the other players there, Luke Broussard. Really some clutch things, but very impressed, and I hope whenever you go back and look at the archive of that game, you can see how really the tone was set on the very first play when Nolan White intercepted the pass from this, league-leading Dayton quarterback. Well, he's not league-leading anymore because he played the Nederland Bulldogs, and that's what you want. An old defensive coach, I love it, when the defense controls the game and turns it all around. So this 5-point credit union presentation of the Barbers Hill Eagles, who we know them. It's the same system. If you've ever watched Barbers Hill before, they're the same. They rush the ball, but they pass the ball, and they score a lot of points. Can Nederland slow them down? And more importantly, can Nederland get those turnovers that they've been able to feast on throughout the entire season? It's going to be a great game. We're glad you're with us. Bubba's Air Conditioning is going to be hosting halftime for us this game, and we do want to give a shout-out to the Nederland Bulldog Golden Pride Band. Straight ones again at UIL contest, and as Mr. Rose will tell you, it's getting to be more than just years. It's generational. We're looking at the third generation of band kids coming through, and they've always had those number ones. Well done, Mr. Rose, and all of the band and all of the band directors that are part of that, all the way from elementary up. You start them off right. Well done. We got a great game for you, but we do have some interviews coming up. We're going to talk to Coach Barrow here in just a moment, and we hope to snag an interview also with Nolan White, who made 2 interceptions last week, really, really setting the tone for the game. And then after that, we'll come back live. You'll get to see the teams run in. You'll see the coin flip, and then 7:30 kickoff. Stay with us.
Here's some news you can use. 5 Point Credit Union is extending the Getaway Cruise. That's right. People can't seem to get enough of our sun-filled, fun-filled offer. So we're keeping the Get a Loan, Get a Cruise party going full steam ahead until October 30th. Cruise in today for a great rate on a great loan, and then start planning for your 5-day, 4-night luxury cruise getaway from your friends at 5 Point. 5 Point Credit Union. You belong here.
85 years is a long time. When you take the level of pride in your craft that we do, it goes by quickly. And when you are dedicated to safely building the finest structures for the plants and refineries that keep our area thriving, you take it seriously. Thanks for 85 years. H.B. Neild & Sons, committed to the next 85 years and beyond.
Charlie Jehlen, Damon West here at Bulldog Stadium, where the Nederland Youth Football Association has got a real big setup going here. I mean, there are kids all over the place, flag football and everything like that. Damon, you're a university professor. You are an author. You are a motivational speaker. And you're also a relatively new resident of Nederland.
I am.
So tell us, you came in from the outside, married into the Bulldog family and all of that. Stepdaughter is going to a Nederland school. What are your impressions of not only the district but this community?
Yeah, one of the things I really love about Nederland, and I moved here, my wife, Kendall Romero, was a graduate in 2005 of Nederland High School, and her daughter, Clara, my stepdaughter, goes to Helena Park Elementary. She's a 4th grader there. One of the things I love so much about Nederland is the diversity, the cultural diversity. It reminds me a lot of like growing up in Port Arthur in the 80s, man, where you were my 7th grade Texas history teacher. I mean, you were my favorite teacher, but I mean, it's like, but it was like growing up, and it's a giant melting pot. And Clara gets a chance to interact with kids of different backgrounds, it's a very diverse place for her to grow up. And I think that it does well for her cultural development to be here. The work that they do in school, for example, they just finished Hispanic Heritage Month here in Nederland, Nederland ISD, and I think that's great. I think that's great for the kids to be exposed to that, because diversity is our strength, and when we look at diversity as something that can make us stronger, not keep us apart, it was just something really neat. And Nederland's always been a good town. I mean, I grew up right next to Nederland. When I was growing up in Port Arthur, I graduated TJ in 1994, but when I was growing up down here, I mean, so many of my friends came from Nederland High School. I knew a lot of these, Eric Kamack, those guys like that. I mean, that was the era I grew up in, but I had a lot of friends friends in Nederland. I've always loved Nederland. So whenever Kendall and I got married, Nederland was the place to live, and I was excited about it because the community here, above all else, too, has accepted me and brought me in. They said, hey, look, you can be a valuable resource for us, for our kids. Come and share your message with our kids, too. And I love that. You were one of the first teachers in America to bring me into a school. You wrote me a letter. I don't know if you remember this. You wrote me a letter in prison, and I've got that letter with me today from September 2nd, 2011, where you told me, you said, Damon, you should consider sharing your story. When you turn this around, because you said in the letter, I know you'll turn it around because you're always good at hitting the open receiver. That's what you told me in the letter. But you planted the seed that became a tree, that became a forest now of this message of be a coffee bean. But Nederland was the place where it started, and one of the first places I got to do it.
Well, the whole thing about, a school district and a community, you want to plant those seeds because you want to have a continuity. Nederland's got a tremendous heritage, and you mentioned the fact that it's like a melting pot, because truly it is. But you've taken that melting pot, or shall we say coffee pot, and built it into something big. Nederland gives back all the time to each other. That's why we're out here on a Saturday morning here, at the beautiful Saturday. But Nederland's all over the place. We got people here from Orangefield and all over.
Yeah.
We're giving back to the community. You've established a foundation based on your coffee bean. Tell me about what the Coffee Bean Foundation is doing.
Yeah, so you talk about that stuff, and that's like the culture, and you look for culture everywhere you go, because everybody's got culture. Whether you have good culture or bad culture, that's your choice, but everybody's got culture, and that's the thing. The culture at Nederland reminds me of some of these places I get to go around the country, like Clemson, man. Dabo's built this great culture of servant leadership, and that's one of the things that in Nederland that you see a lot of. You see a lot of servant leadership, and so my wife and I started this foundation called the Be a Coffee Bean Foundation, and what the Be a Coffee Bean Foundation does is there's two initiatives. One of the initiatives is we are in the state of Louisiana, where we're working with the state prison system there to identify 5 incarcerated black men that are in their prison system currently that have a low-level criminal offense, don't have a lot of time on their sentence, and they have the aptitude to test into college. Because what I've learned is that every state in America will allow certain kind of felons to become teachers. For example, I can be a teacher anywhere in America with my criminal background. So we're looking for guys that have that kind of criminal background, and we're going to transfer those guys to one prison in Louisiana, and then we're going to bring McNeese State University into that prison system, and these guys are going to get elementary education bachelor's degrees. Because there's studies that show if a black boy has a black teacher between the formative years of 2nd and 5th grade, he's like 40% more likely to graduate high school. He's 20% more likely to become a teacher because he's seen that it can be done. So to me, this is smart criminal justice reform, because we're going to create some elementary school teachers. Guys, we're not having to reinvent legislation. We're not having to write legislation. These guys are already eligible to become teachers. Somebody just has to give them a chance and believe in them. The 4 most important words, and these are words that you told me as a coach, the 4 most important words for anybody to hear: I believe in you. And what we're saying is we're going to take these 5 guys that have earned a second chance in life and say, I believe in you. We're going to educate them. And then when they get out of prison, we're going to be waiting for them with all the tools necessary to start a new life. A used car that's been donated to the foundation, a wardrobe to teach in, a family to live with for the first year, your first year student teacher salary. And then we're going to put them in the toughest elementary schools in the state of Louisiana. Title I, underperforming, at-risk schools with a majority black population, and let these men go in there and change their communities from the inside out. That is criminal justice reform on 2 levels: second chances and pre-intervention for the kids that need it. Now you're talking about changing the world from the inside out, like the coffee bean, because the coffee bean talks about change. In fact, the name of the initiative is Mr. Coffee Bean, because they become a Mr. Somebody, because they get a salutation by their name of being a teacher, and they're the coffee bean that changes that world from the inside out. It is public education. Less than 2% of the teachers in America are black men. And so when I was in prison, I saw that half the population in there was black men. And that's what gave me the idea to say, hey, look, let's go find some of those. Because some of those other Damon West that don't look like Damon West, let's go find those guys and let them change the world from the inside out. That's one initiative. The other initiative is that we connect children of incarcerated parents with extracurricular scholarships. It's called Coffee Bean Cares, cultivating activities and relationships through extracurricular scholarships. Children of incarcerated parents, they want to get involved. Say the little girl wants to get involved with dance, the little boy wants to do karate, but the parents, incarcerated man or woman that's incarcerated somewhere in America, they can't afford to do it because incarceration is tough. We want to connect that kid with an extracurricular scholarship, because I know from being in prison that children of incarcerated parents are more likely to become incarcerated themselves. It's for a couple reasons. It becomes a generational thing, and the breakdown of the parent-child relationship. When I was in prison, Coach Jehlen, these guys would get off the phone with their families, and they'd be crying and broken down. I'm like, man, what's wrong? You okay? Yeah, my kid wants to do this activity. We can't do that because I'm in here. Our relationship's falling apart. So what we want to do is create a bond between the parent and child. While the parent's incarcerated, the child's out here, the parent nominates the kid for the scholarship. Now they've got something to talk about in letters and in phone calls. So that's the two things we're doing. My wife has stepped aside. She's a nurse practitioner. She stepped aside from nurse practicing for a while to voluntarily run the foundation. So it's an all-volunteer foundation. But we're excited. We're going to start the initiative of Mr. Coffee Bean in the state of Louisiana next month.
Now, I'm going to bring in your latest book right here, The Coffee Bean for Kids. This is my copy, by the way. You can't have it. You got to get your own. But this, when we talk about what, planting seeds and giving support, and we see all the families out here at the football field today, this is actually almost a Nederland ISD primer, right? You've got, so talk a little bit about what you've got in here, because the Coffee Bean for Kids, I love it.
So what John Gordon and I, we wrote the book, The Coffee Bean. It came out in 2019. It became an international bestseller. Yeah. Coach Jehlen, the book's in Chinese, Spanish, Arabic, French, Italian. It's in every language in the world, really, and it's all on the shelves of these stores in every country. When I go to Mexico with my wife, we have book signings there because the book is in Spanish, right? Yeah. So, but during the pandemic, John and I were like, look, these kids are at home, they're distance learning. We should write a book for the kids to understand it. So we came up with the Coffee Bean for Kids. And during the pandemic, I've got my stepdaughter, Clara, at home, and she's a third grader. So I actually went to her for help of what would the dialogue be like between the kids in the book. And so Clara got herself a role as one of the main characters. She's Clara from the book. My stepdaughter is one of the main characters in the Coffee Bean for Kids. So this book is really it's got a lot of Nederland intertwined with it, because the teacher in the book, Miss Spring, is a graduate of 2005 of Nederland High School. One of my wife's best friends growing up. They went to Helena together. They went to C.O. Wilson together. They graduated in 2005 from Nederland High School together. So Miss Spring is the teacher in the book, the fourth grade teacher. She's really a fourth grade teacher in Northwest ISD in North Texas. And then I got a chance to, because if I'm throwing Nederland into the book, I might as well throw my wife in there. So Clara brings her mother to school one day, Miss Kendall, when they're bringing snacks for all the kids when they start a coffee bean club in their own school. But as you see, too, the school in the book, we wanted to make the school very culturally diverse. And so you'll see that it looks like a Nederland school because there's so much diversity inside this school.
And I love this book, and I love the message I love this book, and I love the message you're taking to everybody as well. But you've had a lot of fun also. You get to go talk to some very interesting groups of people. You actually talk to both Nick Saban and Dave and Jimbo Fisher and all of their teams and everything, bringing the coffee bean. And the fact that all this is centered in Nederland is just tremendous, man. You're doing good work out there, and I appreciate you coming by and giving us a few minutes of your time, buddy.
Hey, man, Coach Jehlen, I really appreciate the opportunity to give back. You have meant so much to me in my life. And I tell people all the time, no, this is something y'all need to hear, that teachers are so important, because teachers give us our outlook on life when we were a child. And you were my favorite teacher growing up. And when you wrote me that letter in 2011 in my prison cell, I'm laying there reading this letter, and I thought to myself, what if? What if I could share my story? What if I could turn this? He thinks I can turn it around, and he told me he believed in me. So that gave me the confidence. It planted that seed, man. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you, Coach Jehlen. So thank you.
Well, I appreciate that. He can still chunk the ball about 70 yards, and I can walk about 70 yards, so it's about even.
I love it.
Look at that. That's called a takes two hands burger. Fresh 100% beef stacked high with melted cheese, hand-chopped veggies, and everything else you could possibly ask for. Yep, that's your Whataburger, made exactly the way you want it. Because sometimes, you gotta take matters into your own hands. What a burger. Just like you like it.
Is your air conditioner working hard in the Texas heat? Is your dryer making funny noises? If so, give Bubba's Air Conditioning and Appliance Repair a call. Our certified technicians will fix every AC or appliance problem. Longtime supporters of your Nederland Bulldogs. Bubba's Air Conditioning and Appliance Service in Nederland, located at 136 Nederland Avenue. Wishing the Bulldogs a safe and successful season.
Coach, Barbers Hill puts up a lot of points every game. Who are their main weapons?
Well, their quarterback, number one, he's a runner, he's a thrower, and when you have a guy like that, you have to cover all your options. They like to spread the field, use the entire field. So we're going to have to be on our toes up front, hopefully helping our secondary by pressuring the quarterback and being able to hold up to the run with our guys in coverage.
Great. Coach, Bulldog defense had another fantastic game against Dayton. We know about your senior leaders. What underclassmen have stepped up here in district play?
Well, thankfully some of those guys have stepped up, and it's usually guys that have experience. Like last year, Landon K. Wood, a sophomore, last year being a junior this year, he's on the field a lot, makes a lot of things happen. He's one of those guys that he doesn't lead necessarily by verbalizing, but just the way he approaches the game and plays the game. And then Nolan White, who's a sophomore, when you're put at safety, and we had Slade there, and he was injured, but with Nolan back there, you're kind of leading that secondary. You're having to make calls and make checks. So it's real important that you communicate back there, and by doing that, you're just automatically put in a leadership type role.
Great, thank you. Last one, Coach. Second from the last, technically. With Crosby in first place, 3 teams winning game behind, us being one of them, is the district shaken out like you thought it would?
Well, I thought at the beginning of the year we were more of a top-heavy district than bottom, or even last year, which was kind of half and half. I thought we had more teams that were capable of making the playoffs, and I think that's shown to this point. It's going to come down to the last week, so every game is crucial. Every point is crucial, because you could end up in a tie where it goes to points or head-to-head, something like that. So, winning and keeping control of your own destiny is our number one goal when it comes to district play. We put that in front of our kids all the time. We don't want to have to depend on somebody else. But at the same time, that's what's happening, just with people maybe upsetting somebody, or people think it's an upset. So, it'll be interesting come week 10.
Yes, sir. Last one, Coach. This is a follow-up question from last week. We understand there was an unveiling. Could you tell us the outcome of that one?
Yeah, I had my pink shirt on. Not that I was hoping for a girl, just my thought process. And but it came out blue powder, and we were all very excited about that.
Have y'all decided on a name you're making public yet?
Well, they said I think they were deciding on a boy. They had no idea for a girl, but I think it's Brooks Ryan, and we can't wait to see him.
That'll be fine, Coach.
Download the Pizza Inn Rewards app and get special offers as well as a free birthday dessert. All pizzas are hand-prepared with the finest ingredients. As Donnie Broussard says, pizza for breakfast is healthier than you think. Baked fresh since 1958. Donnie Broussard's Pizza Inn, Port Neches.
Come to Pippa's Closet!
Nolan, you had an interception on the first play of the game. That kind of set the tone for the game. Were you expecting a trick play? And take us through those 2 interceptions, if you would.
Well, the first one, I was looking over at the sideline. Coach Brown, he looked at me. He was like, watch the buckshot, anticipating. So kind of fell right in my lap, thanks to K. Wood, our D lineman. And my second one, right before halftime, we was just playing defense, playing Bulldog defense, and came up with the interception.
You moved to safety for the Dayton game. What adjustments did you have to make coming from cornerback position?
My eyes, my back pedal, taking things slow, not getting out of there in a hurry. And
let me ask you this. You're a sophomore, graduating 2 years. Where do you see yourself 4 years after graduation? Have you thought about that?
Yes, sir. Hopefully playing D1 football.
Fantastic. And 10 years after that?
In the NFL, making my mom happy.
I like that. Thank you, son. Thank you much. Nolan, you had an interception on the first play of the game. That kind of set the tone for the game. Were you expecting a trick play? And take us through those 2 interceptions, if you would.
Regardless of your wedding plans, formal tuxedos or informal suits, everyone is $40 off. Only at Ortiz Formal Wear in Nederland. Before you choose your tux styles or vest colors, register your wedding or special event today at ortizfw.com. No matter what you choose, formal tuxedos or informal suits, the groom is always free, and everyone else receives $40 off, plus special savings for the little guys in your event.
25 years, one love. At Raising Cane's on Highway 365 in Nederland, our concept is simple and unique. We only have one love, quality chicken finger meals. At Raising Cane's, you get an exceptionally high-quality product served quickly and conveniently. We will not compromise our quality or cut corners. Because this community has helped us grow and supported our success, we're able to lend a hand towards someone else's success. Always supporting the Bulldogs. Raising Cane's.
Journalism at Nederland High School consists of 3 courses: Intro to Journalism, Newspaper, and Yearbook. Yearbook is also known as Advanced Journalism. In the Intro to Journalism class, students learn basic news writing skills, properties and functions of a digital SLR camera, and how to use Adobe Photoshop and InDesign to publish projects. These are the basic foundational skills needed to move on to Advanced Journalism. In Newspaper, the Bulldog Beat, staff members are given deadlines to write stories on local, state, and world new topics. Additionally, these students complete an UIL journalism events in the 2nd semester. Lastly, in Yearbook, the Pilot, staff members photograph and document events involving our NHS student body and design creative spreads to showcase those events throughout the school year. Ask your guidance counselor about NHS journalism classes today.
My name is Andrew Sampain. I am in 3rd grade. The best part about my school day is when I go to PE. My name is Zane McKinnon and I'm in 2nd grade. The best part of my school day is when I get to go to the library. My name is Colson Smith and I'm in 4th grade and I like to learn new things about math. My name is Jonah Hotchkiss and I'm in 3rd grade. I like my teacher, Miss Hotchkiss, because she is my mom and she lets us do Fun Friday. My name is Hudson Reeside, and I am in 2nd grade. My favorite thing about Highland Park is PE, because I like rock, paper, scissors showdown. I'm Gage, and I go to kindergarten, and I'm in middle school, and I learned about a lot of things. My name is Lexington Lester. I'm in the 4th grade, and my favorite part of the school is library and the teachers are nice and recess. My name is Kelly Morris. I am in 1st grade. I like my teacher, Miss Smith, because she lets us learn.
Congratulations to Candace Primo. She was selected as September's NHS Employee of the Month. Miss Primo has been teaching in the Social Studies Department at NHS since 2020. Congratulations to our NHS Employee of the Month, Miss Candace Primo.
The Dowden Law Firm knows Nederland and its surrounding communities. Katie Corcoran, Philip, and Larry Dowden handle family law, wills and probates, criminal law, and personal injury cases. Call now for a free consultation and comprehensive assessment of all your legal needs. Let our years of experience work for you around the clock. Call the Dowden Law Firm, located at 1217 Nederland Avenue in Nederland. Have you checked your filter lately? Pax Supply has what you need. Joey Vincent leads a proud, locally owned and family operated company. Our dedicated employees will go above and beyond to provide exceptional customer service to every customer. Visit or call today. Supporting the Nederland Bulldogs, Pax Supply.
NHS Small Stars is a Westernaire mini camp for young girls aspiring to one day be part of the Westernaire team. The students are given the opportunity to learn new routines and perform beside the Westernaires at a Friday night football game. They experience teamwork, cooperation, coordination, and fine motor skills. They learn what it's like when we say West is best. Introduce your child to being a Small Star.
Malassan's Funeral Home is the only locally owned and operated funeral establishment that can provide complete funeral and burial services. In your time of need, let us help you create a lasting memorial tribute for your loved one. Malassan's Funeral Home in Nederland.
With nearly half a decade of experience, Daniel Cruz has worked on building his own business while supporting local businesses within our community. Make it something beautiful. Cruz Events.
Since 2001, Kieschnick Industries has provided sheet metal, plate, and light structural fabrication for the Upper Texas coast. Kieschnick Industries supports all of the Nederland athletic and academic programs and wishes them good luck for a safe and successful year.
Hey, what's going on? It's Nathan here with S2S.TV. So what do you think happens when you die? What's on the other side?
I believe that you're just watching people below.
That is what you're putting your hope in. And that's what Jesus is. He is our parachute.
When are you going to put your trust in it? When? Now. S2S.TV, Seek to Save Ministries, the function, number one, is to reach the lost. That's our function. We're going to do it.
We're waving right now at Carrie Hayes, who is taking pictures of us through the glass. Carrie works for Sheffield Production, and she now can prove that we are actually here.
Her and her awesome son.
Yeah, she takes care of us going around. She does things on social media to make sure that we get out there. So when a lot of times during the game, if you respond or ask questions, it'll be Carrie Hayes that is getting back with you.
And a wonderful person and just a big-time supporter of not only Bulldog football, but just Nederland ISD and the community of Nederland in general. She just does a lot. I know, Charlie, she's one of your favorite people that you've worked with here.
Yeah, she took care of me when I was wrapping up as principal over at Central. Well, the teams are meeting out at midfield for the coin toss. Nash Leonard, Reeve Barrow, Noah Kendrick, and I believe it's Kyler Baker are the captains tonight.
And again, we've got the Barbers Hill Eagles. They have the BH on their helmet. They're in the white jerseys and the white pants. They're coming to the game with a 3-4 record, 2-2 district. But if you take a look at their schedule and their previous 7 games coming into the game, you're going to see that they gave everybody a very good contest, including some of the better teams in the district. That includes Crosby, the Crosby Cougars, who they played on October 1st, and the final score in that game was 53-46.
Wow.
And that's definitely probably maybe the toughest contest, along with the one against Nederland that not Nederland, but
Coordinations
Groves that Crosby has had all season. P&G beat Barbers Hill 49-35 on October the 8th, and then last week on the 15th, Barbers Hill defeated Santa Fe 58-7.
Well, Nederland has won the toss, and as is their wont, they have elected to defer to the second half. So Barbers Hill will be getting the ball first on the right-hand side of your screen. Charlie Jehlen, Robert Reid, Mr. Ed Seymour taking care of the stats. Now, is he in the stadium or is he over in Houston at Reliant?
Well, you know, we're kind of having Ed going back and forth. And last time I talked to him, he was sitting down conversing in Espanol with Jordan Alvarez.
Jordan. Yeah, we are true fans here, and the fact that the Houston Astros could possibly wrap up the American League pennant tonight is on our radar. Let's just say that. It is on our radar.
And let's say, too, before this kickoff, the Astros are up 1-0 at the end of the first inning. And, yes, Ed is the Jordan Whisperer.
I'm going to leave it at that. Carter Pelletier ready to kick off for the Bulldogs to
And
start
here we
Barbers
go.
Hill.
Here we go, baby.
Great kick.
And
that is a live ball.
It's live.
He has
It's in
to
the
get it
end
out.
zone.
Oh, no, he's saying, no, the referee is saying that the momentum of the ball took it into the end zone. I thought we were going to get a break there.
We're not Ed and I are not understanding that. I kind of wish there was like this camera inside our booth so that our most intense fans could watch us. Ed and I sitting here with our hands up like, what the heck was that, you know?
Theron Pierre fielded the punt, or tried to field the punt, and carried into the field of play. So starting defensive lineup for the Bulldogs, Kendon Fusilier at left corner, Nolan White at free safety with his 2 interceptions last week. Travis Romans playing right corner. We'll get the others in just a moment.
Barbers Hill in the spread formation. And their quarterback, number 9, Brent Holdren, goes all the way downfield. It is completed to number 6, Trayvon Dixon. And he is brought down at the 5-yard line. This is what I was talking about before the game, Charlie. This is an explosive team. They go for it right off the bat and complete the long one to number 6, Dixon.
Yeah, just a fly route down there. You can see Kendon Fusilier holding on to hold him short of the touchdown, but that was a surprise, and Kendon, I know, is upset about giving that one up. He let the guy get behind him.
Brent Holdren, the senior quarterback, number 9. Again, the big play to number 6, Dixon. They're in the spread formation at the 5. It's 1st and goal. And an inside or handoff, and it is taken in for a touchdown by the Eagles. 2 plays and a score by the Eagles. And that was scored by Garrett Hagler, another senior running back. Inside run, bounces around. And Charlie, I don't even know if he got touched on that.
I don't think he did. That's his 9th rushing touchdown. And they're going to go for 2.
Again, 2 points in the spread formation. They're looking at the sidelines. Now, we thought for a while they were going to go under center. Holdren takes it to the left. He's behind 3 Eagles, and he scores. That's a 2-point conversion, 8-0 Barbers Hill. Charlie, they're not playing around. And let's take a look one more time at the replay. Coming in motion, and he's got 3 Eagles leading the way for him. And the Eagles score. It is 8-0. And we will be back right after this message from one of our great sponsors.
With a debit card from Do Good Credit Union. Get yours today. Do Good, you're always on the winning team.
Avenue, a committed cheerleader for all things Southeast Texas. Famous tacos, addictive salsa and queso, dine-in, takeout, or catered. It's all here and more. Taco Ray. Well, we're back, but I tell you what, not much time elapsed. So we're at 11:29 in the first quarter. When you score on 2 offensive plays, that's the scary thing about Barbers Hill. They can put a lot of points up on the board, but they also give up a lot of points as well.
They do, and that's what we're going to be really curious to see is how the Bulldogs bounce back. But let us say that again. Basically, 30 seconds have gone by in this game, and Barbers Hill has scored. It is 8-0.
Remember, though, opening kickoff to West Orange start, they scored on the kickoff return. Never saw the end zone again.
No, the most resilient team in the district is the Nederland Bulldogs. All right, and right there, Charlie, that ball was muffed on the kickoff, and it was, I guess, more or less kicked out of bounds. So the Bulldogs will be taking over, and it looks like, Charlie, they got the ball at the 14-yard line. Here we go looking at the kickoff one more time. And that's a really weird bounce that it took, you know.
Yeah, I'm very glad that Preston De Serrano was able to get it, and it was actually kicked out of bounds for one of the Eagles.
Yeah, number 15 of the Eagles.
Starting offense for Nederland at quarterback Luke Broussard, running back Mason Beresford. Flanker is Dominique Stinson. Wide receivers are Kendon Fusilier and Noah Kendrick. Slot back is Reeve Barrow. Holden Cravers the center. Ryan Sherifus and Jack Bieber are the guards. Ricky Johnson and Michael Marshall the tackles. Broussard with the keeper over left tackle, and he might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage there as the Eagles swarm over him.
And he was taken down right there, at least in on that play. This is something I was talking about before the game. The senior, number 50, Griffin Kunk. Griffin is 6'4", 265 pounds.
Second down, and they're going to take a yard away from us. That'll be second down and 11.
And you're looking at this game live. Nederland Bulldogs at Bulldog Stadium.
Broussard drops back to pass, has an out pattern. It's below, a little bit below the reach of Reeve Barrow on the quick out. It would have been about a 4-yard gain, but it brings up third down and 11 to go.
And there's the replay one more time. He is looking to his right and goes to Barrow.
Third down and 11 for the Bulldogs.
Third and 11 for Nederland.
Lane Bench, the cornerback for Barbers Hill, was the closest. Staying in the shotgun formation, Fusilier is set up in the slot to the right. Wide receivers out left and right, Barrow and Broussard's open in the middle, but he throws out. It was a post pattern, but Fusilier couldn't get there. He got almost tackled at about the 25-yard line.
Yeah,
he was hoping hoping to get a flag, but they did not get a flag. He was knocked well off of his route. I don't know if you'll see Fusilier here on the replay. Broussard's got plenty of time to throw, steps up into the pocket. Kind of fluttered a little bit there. But when Fusilier was running the first part of his pattern, he got tangled up with one of the Eagles. So we've got fourth down here. Fusilier drops back into punt formation. A little bit of a high snap. Fusilier gets it. It doesn't quite turn over. It's going to hit at the 50 with a fair catch.
Yeah, that fair catch made right there by number 8, Will Bunton, another senior. And Charlie, when they take over, Barbers Hill's in really good field position. They got the ball basically at the 50-yard line. And let's go to a commercial real quick. We'll be right back.
James Carpenter Agency in Port Neches. I can truly say that our team will treat your family like our own. So if you want to experience it, come by the office, 3154 Sabin Lane, Suite B. You don't want to miss it. Have a great night.
Guys, we hate to say it, but Barbers Hill came out very quickly from the line of scrimmage, and they just scored on a 50-yard burst right up the middle. Garrett Hagler on a I can't really call it a trap play. It's more like a veer, and unfortunately they came off of the sideline and went straight to the play. I know we apologize to all of you from both sides. So now
let's go with this 2-point conversion. Number 9, the quarterback Brent Holdren in the spread formation. Again, Garrett Hagler on a 50-yard touchdown run. First play. The Eagles have run 3 plays and have scored 2 touchdowns. In motion to the right, and Hagler is, Brent Holdren to the right. And what is the signal here?
Referee saying his knee was short.
So it's no good, so that makes the score 14-0. 14-0 Eagles, and we will go to a commercial break and be right back.
Hey football fans, I'm Enrique from James Carpenter Agency in Port Neches. I can truly say that our team will treat your family like our own. So if you want to experience it, come by the office, 3154 Sabin Lane, Suite B. You don't want to miss it. Have a great night.
We're back at Bulldog Stadium, and all right, we're back at Bulldog Stadium. The Eagles are up 14-0. Again, they've run 3 plays and they've scored 2 touchdowns. They're kicking off to the Bulldogs, and Charlie, let's hope that the Bulldogs can get something going here.
Yeah, we need to get a drive going here, something sustained, trying to take something away. Another angle kick here by Barbers Hill, taken by De Serrano. He's got a little bit of a wedge there. Following his blocks, gets to the 33-yard line, where the Bulldogs will have a 1st and 10 from there. 3 and out the first time, and unfortunately when Barbers Hill's run 3 plays, they have scored 2 touchdowns. So let's hope that the Bulldogs can get some of their resilience going. They have been behind before. They have shown the ability to come back. And for Barbers Hill, basically, this is their last shot. They have to win out to get into the playoffs.
That's right. And take note on defense, number 54 for Barbers Hill. That's their nose guard, Danny Rojas. He's 6'3", 275, and he's been pretty active on that last series of the Bulldogs.
Handoff goes to Bryson Bryant, number 32. Had some quick motion there by Fusilier to try and throw the defense off.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Bryson gets no gain. They've got him marked right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Barbers Hill defensive front line is doing a good job right now nullifying the Bulldog rushing attack.
They are. They've got some really good size up front with the 3 guys playing up front. 44, Rojas, 55, and number 50, Kunk. And number 44 is Kalani Phipps, 6 feet, 245.
Broussard drops back to pass. He did a look off. He's got Fusilier
yes.
open. Fusilier's got it. Fusilier runs to the end zone. He's going to be tackled at the 10-yard line. But it is a 1st down. Broussard to Fusilier.
This game may turn out to be a lot of fun tonight, Charlie. They get the ball all the way down the 10-yard line, and here we are with the replay. Good fake to the right. He catches it. He's wide open. He got behind the secondary, and he runs that ball at least about 24 yards. Now, give number 1, Theron Pierre, credit for making that play because we thought he was going to take it to the house.
2 halfbacks to the left, and that's the way the Broussard's going. But the defensive line slides over and picks him up. He gets maybe a yard gain on that power play.
Number 48, Trey Bright, who's a sophomore, 6'2", 215. He was in on that tackle. But there you see 54, who I was talking about earlier, Charlie, Danny Rojas. He's been active.
Bulldogs need to punch this one in to get back into the game.
Definitely. And you've got 2nd and goal, and they're at the 9-yard line. Started off at the 10.
Going to a tackle over, unbalanced line here to the right, and that's the way that Bryson Bryant's going. But you saw him hit those linebackers and go backwards. Bryant gets down maybe to the 8-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and goal from there.
And there on the replay, he ran basically into a wall of three players for the Eagles.
Yeah. Trying to work it on the inside. Bryson Bryant comes out now. Going in his place, Stimson, number 7.
Maybe a 1-yard gain on that last play, Charlie. I think they have it at the 8-yard line.
Got trips over here to the right. Tight box formation for them. Broussard drops back. He has time, has a guy open on the left. And that is Fusilier. Fusilier with the touchdown.
And just like that, they're back in the game.
That's Kendon's 3rd reception for a touchdown over the year. It's 2 defensively and 3 running. He looks off, and there's Fusilier over working one-on-one, beating Pierre this time for the touchdown. Set it up now for the point after. Pelletier is going to be going from the hold of Noah Kendrick. Kick is up.
And it's good. And that makes the score 14-7. We're going to a commercial.
Jefferson County. Karen Tice can host your wedding, shower, or banquet at her spacious facility, or will cater at your location. It's time to visit the Courtyard on Lincoln in Groves.
14-7 now, 7:38 left in the first quarter. This is, you cannot say this is not exciting. I mean, boom, boom by Barbers Hill, and now the counterpunch by the Bulldogs.
Yeah, so far it's the most active game that we've covered this season, and I think it's going to be like that the rest of the way. But again, like we were talking about before the game with Barbers Hill's schedule, this is how all their games have been this season.
New head coach over there likes to run it up. Pillatier's kick, onside, it is an onside kick. Oh, and almost taken by the Bulldogs, number 14, Travis Roman. Had a little bit of extra impetus on that ball to take it out of bounds. That's a great time to do that onside kick, though. Fooled our cameraman.
It was a fantastic onside kick, too. As you've heard say before, they had the right idea. Just didn't quite execute it, but boy, Pelletier did his job on that kick, that's for sure.
Roman was flying down the sideline and was able to touch the ball, but not able to control it before he went out.
He was so close, but now, Charlie, Barbers Hill takes over not too far from where they were last time they scored. So they're at the 43-yard line, 1st and 10. Again, number 9, Brent Holdren. Look out for number 2, Garrett Hagler, their running back. Holdren looking to the right, and it is almost picked off.
Almost picked off again there by Travis Roman, number 14. And several other Bulldogs. Let me go ahead and give you the starting defense again. I wasn't able to finish it the first time around. Kendon Fusilier at left cornerback. Nolan White playing free safety. Travis Roman at right corner. Caden Gonzo Gonzalez is the star back. Nash Leonard, the bandit. Gage Driscoll, the Mike back. Jace Beck, the Sam back. Landon Kaywood and Mason Menace. Joseph Dugat and Jacob Coates, the defensive lineman.
Hagler in motion. Holdren takes a snap, and he's looking to the left, and he's going to go to Dixon, who scored the touchdown earlier on the screen, wide receiver screen. Dixon takes it inside to the 47-yard line, and that looks to be a first down.
Yeah, the way he looked off that screen and then came back over to the near side, and the running back, Dixon, does a great job of following his backs.
Yeah, Dixon he's a sophomore, and he's 6'4", 195, so keep your eye on number 6. Very shifty, a lot of talent. Looks like he's going to be playing college football somewhere someday as a wide receiver. He's flanked out left right now, and they're looking at him again. Dixon, they go to Dixon, and the pass is incomplete.
Kendon Fusilier stepped in at the moment of the ball got there.
Yeah, they had that slant route, and let me tell you, Charlie, Holdren's got a live arm.
This is like the Dayton quarterback last week. He throws a frozen rope. And he did show in the very first play that long pass that he could put some touch on it as well.
Yeah, and the pass was there, but it was just an exceptional defensive play.
2nd down and 10.
And handoff in motion coming around left. That's actually a very well carried out fake there by the quarterback. But that handoff went to their wide receiver number 81, Josiah Herndon, who also is a sophomore, 6'4", 185. They got some talent on this team, Charlie. A lot of young players, sophomores mixed in with seniors. And but man, that's 2 6'4" wide receivers who are sophomores. We play these guys again next season if they stay in our district.
I believe there was a flag thrown on there. The referee has not marked anything yet or motioned anything. I noticed he was tucking the flag back in, and now they're marking off a penalty against the Bulldogs.
Now let's see what that is.
I did not see a signal. Ed, did you see a signal?
Charlie, that's a 15-yard penalty.
That must have been unsportsmanlike conduct, but I did not see a signal from the referee.
I didn't either.
Okay, 1st down and 10 yards for Barbers Hill at the Nederland 29-yard line.
Here comes your signal, Charlie. Referee's a tall guy.
Yes, he is.
Has he still given us?
I haven't seen a signal yet. He was talking to the Barbers Hill quarterback.
I know.
I think they're trying to get the clock right. 6:49.
Is Coach Barrow didn't even know what it is.
There we go. Okay, yeah, they had the game clock had run down some that time. I don't think the clock keeper up here saw the flag either. First down and 10 for the Eagles. 6:47 and counting now in the first quarter.
Herndon giving the signal here to the left to Dixon. He's back to pass. He's looking again to Dixon. And incomplete. What an effort. He dropped it. He looked like he actually had it for a while, but obviously he did drop it on the ground when he landed. So that's incomplete. But let me tell you, look at that pass. It's there. I mean, it's a little stretched out, but it's there. But it's incomplete. So second down after that penalty. They have the ball 1st and 10 at the 29. 14-7, Barbers Hill Eagles over your Nederland Bulldogs. High snap, inside handoff. He's even fooled our cameraman, and he caught me looking the other way for a little while. But he gets the ball all the way up to about the 20-yard line. Gosh, Charlie, that was an 8 or 9 yard gain.
Yeah,
right
Hagler moves the pile very well. Watch him when he gets the ball. High snap, he gets the handoff, and he just moves that pile forward. The Bulldogs are not able to get his legs, and he's just dragging everybody.
Well, you know, he's 5'11", 210, so this is another player that they have that has good size.
Third down and short. Hand off to Hagler. And he's got the first down, but he pushed inside the 20 to about the 19-yard line.
That's going to move. That should move the sticks. So it looks like it's going to be a first down for Barbers Hill. Again, take a look at this handoff. And he's led right there by number 43. He's got it back from him. He did get above the 20, so I think forward progress would move the sticks, and it does. It is a first down for Barbers Hill. They have the ball just inside the 19-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Eagles.
Gage Driscoll was trying to get his feet and couldn't grab a hold of him quick enough.
Herndon with Hagler in the backfield with him, steps back, looks to the right, goes over the middle. That pass is incomplete. We just hoped it would hang in the air just a little bit longer.
They just threw a flag there in the secondary at the point. I don't know if they're going to call Nederland for a defensive pass interference or Barbers Hill for offensive. Let's see what the call is.
It's going to be defensive holding against the Bulldogs. That's going to be an automatic first down. And you got a replay coming to look at. See if we can maybe catch this. Again, he faked to the right. He looked over the middle. We don't see unless they I'm not really seeing who they were calling it against, Charlie.
One of the, I think it's one of the Nederland linebackers. It may not have been the one that the ball was thrown
but
at.
The ball's going to be moved all the way inside the 9-yard line, so it's now 1st and goal for the Eagles. 1st and goal.
At the 8-yard line, it looks like.
Yeah, Herndon with Hagler in the backfield with him. 2 receivers to the right, 2 receivers to the left. In motion, and hands it off going left to number 82. Number 82 for the Eagles, and number 82 is
I think it's 88, Brady,
88.
Brady Thompson.
Okay,
another flag on the play. Tackle was made by Jace Beck, got him in the backfield. Let's see what the flag is. Another flag being thrown there, and it looks like, again, they're pointing to the Bulldogs.
And that's the 4th flag that we've had this quarter. And we've still got 5 minutes and 22 seconds left. And the referee's doing a lot of talking.
And Coach Barrow's down there asking for an explanation. Let's see what do you want to play? I believe the penalty may be against Barbers Hill, and Coach Barrow's getting the options.
Holding against the Eagles. That's declined, so it's going to be 2nd down.
Let's watch the sweep one more time.
Yeah, going to Thompson, number 88.
You see Beck there just played everybody else off, and when Thompson tried to forearm him, Mr. Beck said, no, I'll take your arm and I'll take you to the ground. Well played by the linebacker there.
So, Charlie, this ball's at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, loss of 6 as opposed to the penalty. I'll
Actually,
take
the
14,
14, excuse me, the 14.
2nd and goal.
Fake the handoff. He's looking over the middle. He comes over here to the right, and he is being chased.
Landon K. Wood got him.
Pop.
Landon K. Wood got him, and a hard pop there by Nash Leonard, number 3.
So they bump Herndon out of bounds. And again, we get a good look at the replay here.
Look at that holding right there in the middle of the
Can
play.
you believe they missed
Yeah.
that? Golly.
Can't believe that Joseph Dugat there had his shoulder pads almost taken off by the offensive lineman.
Pop there by number 3.
Third down and goal at the 11.
Herndon.
Bulldog faithful are making an earthquake here right under us.
They sure are. Herndon getting the communications out. Again, 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Look for Dixon, number 6, over here on the left side. And inside screen to number 81, who goes right up the middle. He gets inside the 5-yard to the 3, and that reception was made right over the middle by number 81, the sophomore Josiah Herndon. He's 6'4", 185. Actually, that's a pretty well executed play there, Charlie.
Yeah, Landon Kaywood jumped as high as he could, almost got a finger on it. And now it looks like the Eagles are sending out their place kicker.
And he did not come on the field for the extra points.
No, he didn't.
Interesting. You know, when you go 2 times in a row off your first touchdowns, you go for 2. That's just going for broke anyway. Here's the kick, and that kick is good. And that makes the score. The Eagles 17, the Bulldogs 7, and we are going to go to a commercial break.
3:41 left in the first quarter.
Taco Ray is a family legacy on Nederland Avenue, a committed cheerleader for all things Southeast Texas. Famous tacos, addictive salsa and queso, dine-in, take-out, or catered. It's all here and more. Taco Ray.
We'd like to give a shout out to our buddy Brett Rasco with Boston Bean. He follows us even to out-of-town games delivering things, but today he brought us, peach smoothies?
Peach smoothies, and then, of course, he brought the royal treat up here that Ed Seymour and myself were highly complimentary of. Let me make sure I get this right, Ed. It's turkey. It was a jalapeno jelly, and it had that awesome, just the sweet and the heat. And if you go by the Boston Bean, I'm sure if you ask him to hook you up with one, he definitely will do so. It was delicious. I'm looking at Ed. Yeah, Ed. Thumbs up. When you get the thumbs up from Ed, I mean, that's worthy of a 15-second commercial.
So a peach smoothie and a jalapeno bagel. So we'll call that the Mr. Ed special.
Yeah, it was awesome. Thanks, Britt. And the kickoff from the Eagles is taken at the 17-yard line.
De Serrano dodges forward again, gets to the wedge to about the 31-yard line. That angle kick seems to be very familiar for the Bulldogs now.
It's 17-7, and this is if the Bulldogs can just move it straight up the field like they did last time when they had that awesome long completion there to Fusilier. They're just right back in the game. So let's hope they take advantage right now. It's not bad field position at the 31.
Yeah, and one thing about it, I believe the Bulldog kicker is better than the Eagle kicker. We've shown that in games before. But we do have to figure out a way to stop the Eagle offense. One way is by keeping them off the field.
Right, they're moving it. We knew they would, but hey, Nederland looked good on that last possession, so let's do the same thing here.
Twins left now. Hand off to Beresford, his first carry. And the junior halfback gets out to the 34-yard line.
Pickup of about 3 right there. And again, there you see he's running inside to the left and met there by number 34 from the Eagles. And that was Landon Ramsey, senior.
Twins to the right now for the Bulldogs. Fusilier by himself, but split in to the left. Shotgun formation. Broussard has halfbacks on either side. Hands it off to Beresford, who is able to get to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. It's going to be third down.
The same linebacker that made the last play was in on that one. If you take a look, he's rushing. There he is at the bottom of your screen, 34. He's coming in. He stuffs the running back, making the block, and is right on Beresford. So that's probably at least the 4th time that I've seen the Eagles where they're having at least 4 or 5 defensive players rushing at the snap.
Yeah, the defense that they're playing is basically the 3-4 defense. And you can see they've got outside linebackers and a whole bunch of secondary people, and they can shoot from any gap they want to. They're coming with 5 this time. Broussard looks to throw it, has a man open.
Beautiful.
First down, pass to Noah Kendrick, the deep out. And the offensive line for the Bulldogs gave Broussard time to throw.
And there you go with the replay again. They're rushing 5 players, as Charlie mentioned, but really good throw right on a rope from Broussard.
Yeah, that's a good timing pattern right there. It's if he doesn't throw it at that moment, bad things happen in the backfield.
It's good to have Kendrick involved on the offense. Good possession receiver for the Bulldogs.
First and 10 from the Bulldog 49-yard line. Stimson in motion. They run the quick screen over there to Fusilier, and he's got a spot. Fusilier dives forward, gets the first down into Eagle territory at the 38-yard line.
Yeah, give him the ball again because he is making things happen tonight, Charlie. That's his 3rd reception for the game. And there you see right there, he's picking up, I've got 5. He picked up at least 12, 13 yards after receiving the ball. Inside the 40, they're in Eagle territory at the 38-yard line and moving again. This is a good sign right here.
2 receivers to the right, Barrow and Kendrick. Fusilier again by himself over there. It's a keeper. Broussard goes up the middle, drives those legs, get to the 34-yard line.
Good, tough running right there.
4-yard gain for the quarterback. Clock is running at 1:28 now left in the first quarter.
They're starting to soften up that line a little bit up front for the Eagles with the way that they've been moving the ball in the last 2 possessions.
And we knew this was going to be a tough game coming in because of the offensive propensity of the Eagles. You got to figure out a way to stop them, slow them down at least on offense.
Well, they slowed them down a little bit with holding them to a field goal. If they can just get a touchdown right here, then the pressure goes back to the Eagles.
Hand off to Fusilier. It's a throwback, wide open. Wide open. Will he catch it?
Yes, he will.
Reeve Barrow for the touchdown.
How you like that call, Charlie?
I'm very happy. Oh, Monty Barrow, offensive coordinator, called a little trick play of his own. And Reeve Barrow was so wide open. It's one of those things, please don't drop it. Well done.
Well done, and really good pass by Broussard because he got rid of that ball in a hurry. Here we go with a good replay. That's Fusilier. Toss the ball back to Broussard. Good job just getting rid of that ball. And perfect pass. Perfect pass, and you're right, Charlie. He was wide open.
Pelletier for the point after. Kendrick's hold. Kick is good.
17-14, Barbers Hill.
And we're still in the first quarter. 52 seconds left in the first quarter. So glad you are with us. 5 Point Credit Union bringing this game to you. And by the way, you get to see all of halftime, brought to you by Bubba's Air Conditioning. We appreciate these sponsors. We hope that you go and visit with the sponsors. Yeah, let them know, let the sponsors know how much you appreciate them bringing each game of the season live and free.
Live and free. And Charlie, what about our good friends? We love our friends over at KLVI. So, if you're driving in your car, we don't want you to be looking at your phone and driving. Go ahead and put it on 560 AM where you hear our good friend, Mr. Harold Mann, with KLVI. They cover Nederland Bulldog football on the radio every single week. And guess what? Just like us, they're live and they're free on the radio, KLVI.
Yeah, I'm waving at Nick Ewing across the way. He's over there with Harold Mann. But
absolutely.
I think they're busy right now.
The Nick and Harold team. And here we go with the Bulldogs kicking off from the 40, straight downfield. And guess what? Number 1 for the Eagles. He's not going to touch it this time of the year. He's going to let it roll around, roll out of bounds. Good decision by that young man.
Yeah, and that was a little bit of a scary kickoff because it was kind of angling over to the sideline, which, of course, would cause a penalty.
And it just skirted. It never went out of bounds,
Yeah, you watch it here on replay. You try and run it right down that hash mark. You can see the ball there at the very end.
Right at
camera
the pylon.
shot.
I know. Way to go, guys.
Great camera shot.
Is that our man Lou down there?
Well, that's one of the top guys. That's probably Kenny Litvik. They probably, told him quit watching the Astros and focus over there on the kickoff.
Let's not ask too much of anybody, okay?
First and 10 from the 25.
Holdren at quarterback. He hands off to Dixon, the man that they like to put the ball in his hands. He's pretty tough sophomore right there, but
Ball
they
on
do
the
bring him
ground there.
down.
He's a hard guy to get down. I thought that originally Landon Kay would have been able to take him out of bounds. Watch him here on the jet sweep.
And you know what, Charlie? I think that's the third or fourth time. That's got to be at least the fourth time that they've run that jet sweep. They like to make that call. He stayed in bounds, and he got inside the 25, or actually right at the 25 is where he went out.
Yeah,
Sophomore Trey Dixon, 6'4". 6'4", 195. How big do you think he'll be next season?
Second down and
Holdren
10.
looking to the right, and it's incomplete. Incomplete to number 81, Josiah Herndon, the other sophomore 6'4" wide receiver. And again, you know, when you take a look at number 9, Holdren, wow, Charlie, he's got an arm. That's got to be the strongest arm we've seen since a kid from Port Neches.
Yeah, and that's a scary little route right there, that quick post, because it goes in between the cornerbacks and the safeties, behind the linebackers, and as you can see, the guy was wide open. He just dropped it.
Right.
Third down and 10.
And Holdren is a senior. Anyway, 3rd and 10. He steps back. He's looking right over the middle, and that's going right back to Josiah Herndon. And I believe he's got a first down.
Yeah, they pushed everybody deep that side. He just ran a little crossing route.
Yeah.
And you see that a lot in the NFL. That's how you get behind the linebackers, and all the defensive backs have dropped back to cover the deep balls.
Right, and he's just open right over the middle. You got to give it to their coach. It was a good call right there.
Well, that's going to wrap up the first quarter. How exciting can it be? Barbers Hill 17, Nederland 14. We'll be back with your live and free broadcast from 5 Point Credit Union in just a moment.
Top of the fourth.
85 years is a long time. When you take the level of pride in your craft that we do, it goes by quickly. And when you are dedicated to safely building the finest structures for the plants and refineries that keep our area thriving, you take it seriously. Thanks for 85 years. H.B. Neild & Sons, committed to the next 85 years and beyond.
Here's some news you can use. 5 Point Credit Union is extending the Getaway Cruise. That's right, people can't seem to get enough of our sun-filled, fun-filled offer. So we're keeping the Get a Loan, Get a Cruise party going full steam ahead until October 30th. Cruise in today for a great rate on a great loan. And then start planning for your 5-day, 4-night luxury cruise getaway from your friends at 5 Point. 5 Point Credit Union. You belong here.
Back to live action now. Herndon looks deep, has a guy open there.
Oh, and he caught it too. That again is their sophomore wide receiver, Dixon. He is a heck of a player. I think he is, for a sophomore, that is the best looking wide receiver that I've seen as far as, you know, players who have played against us. Gosh, what a catch right there. Very talented.
He jumped up in the air there and got that ball.
Very talented. Give credit to Herndon for Holdren, for getting the ball to him.
Well, you've got an injured Bulldog out there, and they're not letting him get off the field.
No, they're not, and thank goodness it was tipped right there.
Yeah, Landon Kaywood was able to block that pass. We've got an injured Bulldog, and the refs did not let him get off the field. That's number 14, Travis Roman, who was injured on that previous pass play. He kept trying to get off the field. Anyway,
and it
incomplete
looks
pass, it'll be second down.
Yeah, it looks like the coaches are talking to the ref out there, too, about that. But anyway, though, Holdren, he's inside the 20. It's second down. And fakes to Hagler.
And Hagler's going to get put on the ground.
Well, let's get him all the way down.
I tell you what, John, number 58 comes on in there. Great play by, I think that's Kyler Baker. I don't have a 58 on my roster.
Yeah, but we had Kaywood in on that play also. So
loss of 6 yards on that play. Great play there by number 58. Mr. Red, can you check and see maybe if he's in there? Oh, that's Jacob Coates. Okay, we know Jacob wearing number 58 tonight.
Okay, now we know. Okay.
Coach Butch Tilley has updated that for me.
All right, coming out here, going back left to Hagler, and Hagler gets around the left end and crashes forward up to about the 17-yard line for the Eagles. We got a replay right here. Man, he kind of didn't even, the lineman didn't even move, Charlie.
Yeah, I wonder what was going on there.
I mean, I don't know if that was on purpose or what, but it worked. He crashed right inside the 20, falls forward to the 17. And it is now 4th down, Charlie.
Let's see what they're going to do. They're not going to kick. I don't think they trust their kicker at all.
Well,
they're going to go for it on 4th and 8.
Okay, big play here. And he's looking to the right, and he finds, again,
it is
number 81, Josiah Herndon.
And he just got to the 9-yard line and just curled in there. He was inside all the Bulldogs, and that is a 1st down and goal for the Eagles.
Well, Herndon is the short yardage possession receiver. And, of course, the big play guy for them is number 6, Trey Dixon.
Handoff here to Hagler, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Hagler. Don't confuse him with Marvelous Marvin Hagler, Charlie, okay?
He's doing a good job right now. Got it down to the 4-yard line. Nederland's trying to do some substitution.
Second and goal.
But they're
timeout.
And Nederland calls a timeout. They were trying to sub in a defensive lineman there, and Barbers Hill was trying to catch them with 12 men on the field.
All right, we're going to go to a commercial, Charlie. We'll be right back.
Billy Joe's Barbecue can cater your important event with our full menu. Schedule an appointment with our catering consultant and serve the finest barbecue or our other specialties to your guests. We always treat you like family. Are you hungry? Supporting the Bulldogs, Billy Joe's Barbecue.
They said no signs of anaphylactic shock.
Hey, Charlie, we're back here, and Nederland has called the timeout on the field. The Eagles have the ball inside the 4-yard line. They lead 17-14, and we've got a great shot here from our monitor on the field, and they're still, like I said, they're still in timeout. We've got 9 minutes and 56 seconds left in this half. And
I do want to remind our fans you will get to see halftime in its entirety. The Nederland Band, the Golden Pride of the Golden Triangle, again bringing back straight ones from competition last Saturday. And the band is also getting to represent the state of Texas in the spring at the rededication of the Lincoln Memorial. And if you would like to help with that effort by sponsoring a kid or putting on a fundraiser, call Nederland High School. They'll be glad to take your help.
Barbers Hill comes out real quick, lines up, hands off to Hagler inside. He's pushing forward, and the line is shoving him. They shove him all the way to the 2-yard line. And thank goodness that they got him down.
Yeah, so Michael Marshall, big 72, is trying to keep him out. And you can see both sides pushing like a rugby scrum.
Absolutely. Hard-fought game here. Inside the 2-yard line is the Eagles. And I believe this is 3rd down. 3rd and 2. And again, Hagler, he gets the ball. He goes all the way into the end zone. A little misdirection there. And pretty well-executed play. The Eagles score. They're now at 23-14, awaiting the extra point. Charlie, the Eagles they are playing every card they have in their deck tonight.
Yep.
They have run a little bit of everything, both in the air and on the ground. You got to give them credit. They're playing pretty well right now.
And now their kicker, Justin Neal, from the hold of Cody Fuentes. A little bit of a low snap. The kick is up and good.
That kick looked good.
24-14. Eagles extend their lead back out to 10 points. And so far we've had 4 offensive possessions by Barbers Hill, and they have scored 4 times.
Yes,
we'll be back in just a moment.
Tri-City Exterminating Company. Since 1983, our mission is to protect your family, pets, and home from pests. Gene and Jason Albritton are your certified and licensed applicators. We are a family-owned and operated business located on Spurlock in Nederland. Count on us for quality professional service at an affordable price. We service both commercial and residential properties, free estimates, and 24-hour answering service. Ask about our 1-year ant control service. Tri-City Exterminating Company.
Now, and Justin Neal is ready to kick off for the Barbers Hill Eagles, who just increased the lead to 24-14 over the Nederland Bulldogs. Sheffield Productions
in partnership with Nederland ISD. Glad to bring you this live and free webcast. Sponsored by 5 Point Credit Union. Halftime, Bubba's Air Conditioning.
And we got a kickoff going all the way to the 17-yard line.
Serrano has it over there. He's trying to get over to this side and gets to the 24-yard line. Ended up running about 30 yards and moved it downfield about 4.
No, and the tackle there, you see the replay right there. Again, Dave Serrano takes the ball at about the 16, runs it toward the middle of the field, and he's still at the 21, running back, and he gets the ball forward to the 24-yard line, where the Bulldogs will take over. Tackle there made by number 23, Anthony Garza of the Eagles.
Deuce formation now for Nederland. Dominique Stimson in the backfield, left half. Luke Broussard in shotgun.
Playing Reid down here.
Broussard hands off to Stimson. Stimson is hit at the line of scrimmage. They're trying to strip the ball away from him. But he's held for no gain right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second down. Big number 50 there. You look at his right hand. They've got it all taped up, and it almost looks like a club right there. It's Griffin Kunk, the senior defensive lineman you've talked about several times.
Yeah, he is very active, but, you know, all their defensive linemen have been active this evening. 50, Kunk, 54, Rojas, and number 44, Phipps.
Broussard with the snap, looks for the trips. Got a guy wide open over there, Kendrick. It's off of his fingers. Ball falls incomplete. It'll be third down and 10 for Nederland.
Again, take a look at the replay. Broussard looking to the right the whole way.
Kendrick kind of turned a little early there. He knew that he was being covered tightly by Lane Bench of the Eagles. Trying to get the ball and turn upfield. And
third down, Charlie.
Again, back to the deuce look. Fusilier and Barrow to the left.
Good camera shot.
Kendrick and Preston Day Serrano to the right. Broussard looks to throw. He's got a guy open on the passing pattern. Intercepted off of the hands of Reeve Barrow and intercepted by Will Bunton.
Will Bunton, the senior, on that interception.
That is Bunton's third interception of the season.
And just a little bit overthrown. Barrow couldn't, it was over his head. And the tip falls right in the hands of number 8, Bunton. So the Eagles are going to take over at the 33-yard line. Great field position for them. They've got a 24-14 lead with 8:20 left in the half. And they've done very well, Charlie. Just I think every single possession except for one, they've done very well.
You know, when you score on a possession, Madden applauds you. You know, when you play that particular game, whether it's a field goal or a touchdown.
And right over the middle, long pass again to that man, number 6, Dixon. Holdren tried once again to play that hand.
Yeah, and Travis Roman was over there with him that time, and
yes,
the two had a little bit of a meeting there at the goal line.
Yeah, and Holdren, he puts it up. He knows to do that. He puts it up. And you'd almost think Dixon might be using his height to kind of push off a little bit, but that one couldn't be brought in. Good coverage. High snap, and then Holdren has the ball going around left, picks up pretty good yardage right there. Looks like he might have he's about 2 yards short of the first down.
It's a very good fake, by the way.
Yes, it is. He gets inside the 30 all the way up to the 25-yard line.
Holdren dragging Kendon Fusilier for about 3 yards there.
Third and 2. Holdren in the spread formation. They're taking their time. He gets the snap. He's looking right over the middle. Completed to number 88. Brady Thompson.
Yeah, that's that quick slant.
And that's, man, I'll tell you, Charlie, they're just finding open people nearly every time that they step back and throw the ball. He gets down to the 5-yard line, Again, Brady Thompson, who's another sophomore wide receiver. That's 3 sophomore wide receivers that the Eagles look for.
First and goal from the 5. Handoff goes to number 24, Hayden Fencer.
And that's a touchdown.
Hayden Fencer, I apologize if I'm mispronouncing that name, but
no,
he
it's
does score for 5 yards out.
He's a senior, and he scores the touchdown. So now it's 30-14, and we don't have a replay to show you, but that was another well-executed play. That's the first carry for 24 Schnitzer for the Fitzner, I should say.
Yeah,
Fitzner. I'll think Pfizer Fitzner. Pfizer Fitzner.
He had a quick sweep around the left end there, and it was just a quick running back that found a slot and ran right through it.
And the extra point for the Eagles, that is good. And the score now is 31 Barbers Hill, Nederland 14. We're going to take a break for one of our fine sponsors. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Whataburger. Customization is what we've always done. We have mustard, mayo, ketchup. It's all up to you.
When you customize your own burger, you can put your personality in it.
Mayonnaise, ketchup, no cheese. This is my Whataburger.
We customize orders 24 hours a day.
Everybody wants it just like they like it. When you can make it your own, that always enhances that experience for you.
They're just happy to do whatever makes you happy.
What a burger. Just like you like it.
Back live at Bulldog Stadium. And Charlie, let's hear a word about one of your good friends, okay?
It helps if I turn my microphone on. The Texas Retired Teachers Association is the voice of public education retirees. The Mid-Jefferson County Retired School Personnel Unit serves educators and supporters in both the Nederland and Port Neches Groves districts. Check out our web pages for events and membership information. TRTA is the largest retired educator association in the nation.
All right, Charlie, now the Eagles lead 31-14, and they are kicking off. And the ball is mishandled by De Serrano, and it rolls out of bounds. The Bulldogs will have possession at about the 19-yard line. I don't know if that's 18 or the 19, but
again, that kickoff has been to that same area every time. You get lulled into a sense of complacency there. 7:08 left in the first half here. We do have both bands ready to line up for halftime, and you will get to see the entire halftime as they show off their wares, I guess you would say. Barbers Hill, of course, a dark blue and black pants, and of course Nederland's band in their beautiful golden uniforms. First down and 10. Broussard throws the quick screen pattern to Fusilier. Cuts back to the middle. He's going to be tackled at the 32-yard line. That is a first down.
That's a good call, good way to begin this possession. Going out to Fusilier, goes around left end. Quick hitter. And with 6 minutes and 56 seconds left, the Bulldogs certainly have more than enough time to put a score here and possibly even get a turnover. Get a couple of touchdowns, and you're right back in it.
Yeah, Nederland's offense needs to, if this is going to be a track race, we got to put on our track shoes and get it going. Trips to the right, twins to the left. Broussard by himself in the backfield. Beresford in motion. Beresford doesn't get it, though. Broussard keeps it, and he's going to be tackled at the 30-yard line for a loss of 3.
And that's that man that I was talking about before the game. That's number 50, Griffin Conk, the senior, 6'4", 265. And he was in on that play. As you take a look, they faked the handoff to Beresford. And Griffin actually just turns around because he was pushed back right into Broussard. So it was a good little circumstance there for the Eagles, but they took advantage of it. Second down for the Bulldogs.
Stimson comes in at left halfback beside Broussard. 3 receivers to the right. Broussard's looking that way. He's got pressure up the middle. He's scrambling. Broussard sees Fusilier open. Fusilier catches the ball. Let's see if they have him marked up there. They've got it marked about 2 yards short of where he caught it. Let's see where they've got it at the 32-yard line. Broussard scrambles, throws it to Fusilier. I guess the mark is a fair mark.
Looks like they're going to mark it at the 31, yeah.
So it's 3rd down and a short 11 to go. They need to get it all the way out to the 43 to maintain possession.
We want to be moving forward.
2 receivers to each side. Stimson with Broussard in the backfield. Coach is doing the signaling in. It looks like they're going to call a timeout. So Nederland's going to take a timeout here on this very crucial 3rd down. 31-14, Eagles over the Bulldogs. We'll be back in just a moment.
Billy Joe's Barbecue can cater your important event with our full menu. Schedule an appointment with our catering consultant and serve the finest barbecue or our other specialties to your guests. We always treat you like family. Are you hungry? Supporting the Bulldogs, Billy Joe's Barbecue.
Bulldogs are looking at the situation, 3rd down and 11 yards to go. Down by 17 points in the first half. This is a very crucial down right here.
Yes, it is, Charlie. And, this is the kind of possession right here that keeps you in the game.
Yeah.
And it keeps you from, having that uh-oh moment in your head. So it's critical. We still got a lot of time left to play, but 31-14, we want to get something going right here. No doubt the coaches understand that better than I do. But
and that 3-4 alignment of the Eagles has given the Bulldog offensive line fits so far.
I would say I'm more surprised by how the kind of defense that the Eagles have played here tonight. Broussard back in the pocket, looking over the middle, and it is complete.
Referee's got it marked right at, and let's see what the referee's saying. He's shaking his head, but also, okay, it is a catch, and it should be right at the first down.
Oh,
marker.
yeah, it's
No, they're bringing it back.
Oh, my.
He's saying it was incomplete.
I think he's saying the ball hit the ground when he hit it. Because I did notice, I thought I saw maybe the nose of the ball. 4th down, this is really unfortunate. Charlie, what do you see here?
Yeah, you have to punt the ball. You got to keep yourself in the game.
It's still too early.
Let's watch it here on replay. He's got the ball there. And
I think he's saying he didn't possess it.
Yeah, he's saying the ground didn't cause the fumble, that he was losing it on the way down. The referee did have a very good viewpoint from that far side. We're 100 yards away up here.
Well, we know what we want to cheer for, but like you said, we're not down on the field. And
call is an incomplete pass.
Yes.
Fusilier for the punt. He's got a rush. It is blocked. It is blocked and picked up. Travis Roman trying to get the first down. He's not going to make it. Gets to the 36. The blocked punt is recovered by the Bulldogs, but they do not get the first down. The ball will go over at their own 36.
And let's see, making that block right there. I'm trying to get his number, and I didn't quite catch it. Number 14 got it. I got this little voice in my ear right here. That was Junior Herrera, who's a senior. He made that block. Good play. Good play by Junior.
Barbers Hill looking to blow it open here.
Right.
31-14 with the ball. 4:46 left in the first half.
And what a talented team. They had a good running back in there named Hagler, but then for whatever reason, he's sitting down, so they bring in a senior, Hayden Fitzner, and they throw it right now to Hayden, number 24 on the left. He gets the ball inside the 30, darn near picks up a first down because he's near the stick. And let's see where they're going to mark it.
Very good throw right there. Good pattern by the senior running back.
Yes, he did. They're moving the sticks. That's a first down. So on the very first play, they pick up 10 yards. So number 9, again, doing a great job at quarterback, Brent Holdren. He's got 3 sophomore wide receivers. Fitzner in motion to the right, and, well, that's incomplete. And if he would have caught it, it looks like he would have been smashed by Fusilier.
Yeah, the pass was just a little bit over his head, but the receiver is open. Just a little bit too much air on that ball.
Looks like he got smashed anyway, right? Incomplete.
2nd down and 10 now.
2nd and 10 for the Eagles. They're at the 26-yard line. Bulldogs doing everything that they can to hold them down. As you mentioned earlier, Charlie, this may turn into a track meet right here. Fitzner on the carry. He gets inside the 20, down to the 18. He picks up right there about 7 to 8 yards on the play.
Yeah, that's the old trap wham. They're actually pulling 2 linemen from the backside to kick out and lead up into the hole there.
And ran that play very well. That was well executed. So 3rd and 2 again. That's Hagler back in the game. He picks up the first down. Charlie, they just keep on moving forward. They just keep on moving forward, and they're falling forward.
Yeah, the offensive line is dominating right now. They're creating all sorts of gaps that the running backs are able to hit.
31-14 here with 3 minutes and 38 seconds before your Bubba's Air Conditioning halftime show. This game being brought to you by 5 Point Credit Union. And there's Josiah Herndon on the carry, and he gets all the way to about the 12-yard line. They love, Charlie, to run that jet sweep.
Yeah.
And that's 6 times that I have now that they have called that play.
This particular time, the defense gets out there, a little bit of a block in the back that wasn't called, but Landon Kaywood was able to turn the play inside for the linebackers to catch up.
2nd down, they picked up about a yard on that play. 2nd and 9. Hagler has the ball, and he doesn't get too much. He'll be lucky if he got anything at all on that play. That may have been a loss right there.
Joseph Dugat in the backfield, number 33 there. Watch him come through there, get through his blocker and grab a hold of the running back.
3rd down right here, and it would be really, really good. It's 3rd and 10. Really good if the Bulldogs could hold them to a field goal. That's if they even kick a field goal from here, because they don't look too inclined to do so, and they are not bashful about going for it. With the ball, Holdren, and they call timeout. Timeout, Barbers Hill. That's their first. Again, 31-14. We've got 2 minutes and 26. We're going to go to a commercial and be right back here at Bulldog Stadium.
Tri-City Exterminating Company. Since 1983, our mission is to protect your family, pets, and home from pests. Gene and Jason Albritton are your certified and licensed applicators. We are a family-owned and operated business located on Spurlock in Nederland. Count on us for quality professional service at an affordable price. We service both commercial and residential properties, free estimates, and 24-hour answering service. Ask about our 1-year ant control service. Tri-City Exterminating Company.
Another crucial point here in the first half.
Yes, indeed, Charlie. The Eagles, they did call the timeout. They're going to have the ball at the 13-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and 10. And I would say, Charlie, based on what we've seen, if they don't make it, they're probably going to go for it.
Yeah, I think they're looking for the put-away shot right now, figuring if they can get a touchdown here just before halftime, that will deflate the Bulldogs. Of course, they don't know much about Nederland. We've been able to fight back from quite a few deficits, making up 21 points in the 4th quarter against Hillsborough.
Right, and you know that Barbers Hill is well aware of that. They're not going to let up on Nederland one bit because it's just too risky to do so.
I'm looking for Dixon up at the top.
Trips right. They got the 3 sophomores to the right. Dixon over there at the left. They're dropping back, looking to the right, and it is incomplete. 4th down. I'm saying they're going for it, but let's see what happens here.
That was an interesting pattern. It was they tried the quick slant. You'll watch there are 3 Bulldogs there, and quarterback threw it anyway.
Yeah, man, they threw it right into triple coverage there too. All right, so Charlie, they're going for it. We're not surprised.
I'm not, but I would be looking for Dixon's the one that scares me. Number 6 up at the top of the screen. He's got a slot back over there with him. Shane Ellis is set up in the slot, but Dixon's the one I'm worried about.
Holdren, and he'll be probably looking here, we think, to the left. Dixon, number 6, is the man they like to go to. And they're looking for him. I saw him look his way. Now he's coming over to the right, and he throws deep, and it's a touchdown.
Says it's a touchdown. Says Josiah Herndon ended up with it on the rollout.
Let's take a look, because I thought he dropped it pretty quickly. Oh.
Well, he had it, but it was knocked out of his hands by Noah Kendrick, but that was after the touchdown, so the points count.
Yes, they count. And hold on to your seats, everybody. Hold on. There we go.
37-14 now with the point after coming.
And their kicker, who is Justin Neal, he's also a sophomore. If they're in our district, we're going to see quite a few of these guys again next season. And that kick, Charlie. Wait a minute. Do we have a
38-14 is the score. Let's take a look at that touchdown again from the ground camera, from the sideline.
This is our man Lou. Boy, Lou's got it right here. Wow. Yeah, he had it. He had it. Yeah.
Flag on the point after, by the way. The referees are
that's
looking
what
at
I
it.
noticed. I don't think it's proclaimed to be good yet.
It did go through.
Yeah.
Illegal substitution against the defense.
So that's going to be okay. That'll be declined. So it's now going to be 38. It is 38-14
with 2:13 left. Tell you what, the Bulldogs definitely need to dig deep now. Bulldogs needed to dig deep, 38-14.
I want to give a big compliment to our crew tonight because we got Big Lou down there on the field with the camera. Really like his brother a whole lot. And Big Lou had a great shot there, a very conclusive shot, because it's kind of hard to tell from up here. Maybe he had dropped it. Yeah, there's Lou right there. He deserves the recognition. And Lou showed beyond a shadow of a doubt that pass was completed. He tucked that ball in. Their sophomore wide receiver, number 81, Josiah Herndon. Charlie, Charlie, you've coached. I mean, this young team like this, and they're a mixture of sophomores and seniors, but they got some big play sophomore players on their team.
Yeah, that they do, and that's why, you get worried about this particular deficit right now, because they are fired up. They're riding a wave of emotion. In my opinion, the Bulldogs need to take this ball and in the last 2:13 go down and put 7 on the board themselves. It's all about digging deep, and let's see what the leadership of the Bulldogs can come up with. Kick goes down to the 15-yard line, taken there by De Serrano. He dives forward to the 25. Bulldogs will have a 1st and 10 from that point. 2:05 left in the quarter, in the half. I believe the Bulldogs have used one timeout, so I believe they have 2 left.
I thought they've used 2, but I could be wrong. I know Barbers Hill's only used 1, but yeah, Nederland has used 2. I was thinking in my head. And
yeah, I'm looking at the scoreboard. They've got 3 timeouts on both sides.
Well, they're not keeping it, but Barbers Hill has used 1, and Nederland has used 2. I haven't even looked behind me with Ed, but I know Ed knows for sure what's going on. But
3 receivers to the right-hand side. And Fusilier has double covered here, single on the back. Pass over there to Kendrick. That's De Serrano again. De Serrano gets out of bounds, gets the 1st down very quickly on that quick wide receiver screen. Broussard just turns and throws it over there. Good reception there by De Serrano.
Thank you for getting out of bounds. By the way,
and they're bringing it back.
Oh, boy.
I did not see a flag. Do you see a flag anywhere?
I didn't either, but I mean.
Holding being called against the offense. On the far side, I can see it over there.
So back it up 10. It remains 1st down. It'll be 1st and 20. By the way, to our friends who are loyal Bulldog followers, well, yes, we know you love the Houston Astros just like all of us do. So quick update for you. It's the bottom of the 5th. Astros 1, Red Sox 0, which means Astros pitcher Luis Garcia is doing a pretty good job so far. Keep your fingers crossed. Thank you, Ed, for that report from the Minute Maid Park dugout and for keeping our stats tonight. Ed working double duty.
1st down and 20. Bulldogs at their own 15-yard line after the penalty.
By the way, we want to thank also our friends at Pax Supply because they allow Ed to both keep the stats and be there for the Houston Astros in the dugout. Thank you, Pax Supply. You guys are awesome.
Broussard with the snap. They run the draw play to Stimson, and he's going to be tackled right at the line of scrimmage.
And, their defensive line, this must be the game of the year for them so far because these guys are aggressive. That was number 44, Kailani Phipps on that tackle, senior, 6 feet 245. Who called the timeout, Charlie?
I believe Nederland did.
Nederland called the timeout, so that's it for them. They got a minute and 40 seconds left. And we're going to go to a commercial break real quick. We'll be right back at Bulldog Stadium.
Welcome to Whataburger. Customization is what we've always done. We have mustard, mayo, ketchup. It's all up to you.
When you customize your own burger, you can put your personality in it.
Mayonnaise, ketchup, no cheese. This is my Whataburger.
We customize orders 24 hours a day.
Everybody wants it just like they like it. When you can make it your own, that always enhances that experience for you.
They're just happy to do whatever makes you happy.
What a burger. Just like you like it.
All right, we're back at Bulldog Stadium with a minute and 47 seconds left in the game. Barbers Hill is up 38-14, and the Bulldogs have the ball. They are at the 16-yard line.
Second down and 19 to go.
Second and 19. Charlie, go ahead.
Stimson in there at the left halfback, trips to the left. They have Fusilier by himself over to the right, but you can see there are two Eagles staring at him, one 10 yards downfield and the other one right in his face. Broussard steps into the pocket and is going to be tackled at the 12-yard line. As the pocket collapsed there, the defensive tackles were able to collapse the pocket from the middle. It's going to be third down, and now Barbers Hill's calling a timeout.
Yeah, they want the ball again. Danny Rojas, I mentioned him before the game as well. Big play there by Danny Rojas, 6'3", 275. I've said his size about as much as Joe Buck said that Juan Soto was 21 years old a couple of years ago.
Yeah, it's unfortunate we're having to call on him that much. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.
Billy Joe's Barbecue can cater your important event with our full menu. Schedule an appointment with our catering consultant and serve the finest barbecue or our other specialties to your guests. We always treat you like family. Are you hungry? Supporting the Bulldogs, Billy Joe's Barbecue.
I'm having something to film, but it's clearly...
Yeah, we always love seeing the Sheffield trailer there. It seems to be traveling all over the place. And that is the famous trailer, Sheffield trailer, that has been rolling through venues for the last 30-some-odd years, be it recital, dance recital, all sorts of things.
I think our friends at Billy Joe's may give a free brisket sandwich to anybody who can guess how often that trailer pulls out of Billy Joe's per month. So actually not much, because Mike Sheffield, if you haven't seen him lately, is half the man he used to be, literally.
Third down and 23 yards to go. Broussard rolls to his right. Got a guy open. Off the hands of Reeve Barrow. He almost caught it, almost had a great reception there on the right-hand side, but a little bit too much pressure there. And the ball drops incomplete. That brings up fourth down, and Nederland sends out their punt team.
And there you see a good replay, but just not quite there. That was number 8, Will Punton, who has an interception tonight. He was in on that play. 38-14 Barbers Hill. We got a minute, 30 seconds left. And the Bulldogs pretty much don't have any choice but to send Kevin Fusilier back there in his end zone, kicking it right at the goal line anyway. Fusilier back deep. There's a snap, and Fusilier gets this one off.
This time it's end over end. He's going to get a good roll out of it. Button's looking at it, and he's going to get away from it. And they will down it right there. Number 19, Brady Corcoran. The sophomore downs it, but it is at the Eagle 48-yard line, and there's a minute 20 left in the first half.
And that has proven to be more than enough time for them to put points on the board so far in this first half. So actually it's really good position for them. Minute 20 seconds left, and they're coming out for more because they know this Nederland Bulldog team, and they know that no lead is safe, and they know what a resilient team the Bulldogs are. So you can count on the Eagles to just do everything that they can to keep the Bulldogs down. This is part of it right here. They're going for it. 1 minute, 20 seconds left. Holdren at the quarterback. Number 9, he's got trips to the left. Look out for that man far top left. Dixon, number 6. He likes to go to him. And right now over the middle, that play they called the last time that they had the ball. Number 81, Herndon, the sophomore.
And he was open. The pass was just a little bit out of his reach there.
Like I said, I know I got to sound like Joe Buck here. I just keep saying, do you know he's a sophomore? Do you know he's a sophomore? But, I mean, they got these many guys, Charlie. They've got, like I said, I'm seeing senior or I'm seeing sophomore on this team. Hagler in the backfield, number 2. Holdren takes the snap. Looking down the middle, he goes right, and that pass is completed to number 81, Josiah Herndon. That's a well-run timing pattern right there.
Yeah, that's a perfect 11-yard pass. He went down, drove the defender off, and then plants his foot and goes back upfield.
Yeah.
If he doesn't catch it, nobody catches it.
Well executed. They have the ball at the 41-yard line. 1st and 10. 1:10 left. Holdren calling out the signal. Somebody jumped. And that, Lord. Hagler wasn't there, and that was number 6 for the Bulldogs in on that play, and that is Gage Driscoll Jr. Kind of gave that.
Yeah, I thought somebody jumped, but I don't see any flag on the field at all. So it's incomplete pass. The way the referee was coming in and talking to the quarterback, I thought maybe there was a flag, but no.
2nd down, and he's going deep over the middle. Oh man, he had him. Herndon dropped the ball.
The perfect, again, another timing pattern there. It's just a fly pattern. He goes back, he throws it as far as he can.
Man, that pass is there. Gosh, man, Holdren's got a great arm. Oh boy, Josiah, you know, he had one. That was 6.
Bulldogs are glad that they dodged that one. 3rd down and 10.
And he was
1 minute exactly left in the first half.
Yeah, he was wide open. All right, so 3rd down. 41-yard line.
3 receivers to the top of the field.
And Holdren drops back, looking over the middle. He might take off and run, and he does. And he is tackled out of bounds at the 32 or 31, very close to a 1st down.
Nash Leonard came up to hit him, but it is just short of the 1st down, just a yard.
They're going to go for it.
Clock stopped when he went out of bounds. 50 seconds left. Here it is, 4th and 1.
And he gives a handoff to Hagler. That's a 1st down.
Yeah, they're able to get that one. They scored on a touchdown earlier on that same play. Just a quick run there, and they give it to Hagler off the right tackle.
Yeah, and it was there. It was there. 1st down. So now clock is moving, Charlie's 36 seconds left. And that pass is incomplete. Stops the clock.
Holdren was rolling to his left, trying to throw back across his body. And again, that center post area right there, about 20 yards downfield, has been open just about all night. He threw behind the receiver.
2nd and 10. They've got the ball at the 28-yard line. They are thinking end zone, no doubt. 33 seconds, so I believe they've got 1 timeout left. Holdren over the middle. Hagler on the reception inside the 20. He was already on the ground. That's not going to be a fumble. So a little bit of talking on the field there. There's a replay right there. Hagler goes inside the 20, and that's going to be a 1st down. So the chains get moved again. They're dropping back. They're looking to the right. This is toward the end zone. Was he in bounds? He was not. That was Josiah Herndon out of bounds on the reception. So it's going to be 2nd and down.
Nash Leonard was over there playing for the Bulldogs. Again, that timing pattern that had worked earlier, this time just a little bit off.
So they've got a 1st and 10 at the 19. They got to get inside the 9-yard line for a 1st down. 13 seconds left. They are thinking end zone, make no mistake about it. They're up 38-14, and yes, we're still in the first half. Bubba's Air Conditioning halftime show on the way. Thank you to our good friends at 5 Point Credit Union for this live and free football game here at Bulldog Stadium. The Eagles are actually the Bulldogs called their final timeout with 13 seconds left.
This is a very good timeout. The Bulldogs are very tired right now. They needed a bit of a break before they get these last 13 seconds in.
And the referee is marking. He's doing the little railroad call there saying choo, choo, choo. No more timeouts on this side.
Yep.
And I do believe the Barbers Hill has one left. So, if possible,
they do.
If they do get something in the field to play, they can call a timeout and stop it right there.
Thank you.
One of the nice things about these sideline cameras is you're not safe no matter where you are. You could be on the sideline as the cheerleaders were. You could be up in the stands, and that sideline camera can find you. So
big shout.
Be careful, you're on candid camera.
That's right. Big Lou is watching. So, and he's got you on the spot, and he will be part of presenting us some good views during the Bubba's AC halftime show. Looking forward to bringing it to you. We bring it to you every week, and it's one of the exciting things about a Sheffield Productions football show.
Okay, second down and 10, but only 13 seconds.
Holdren at the quarterback, and he drops back over the middle. He looks like he's looking left. He comes over here to the right, running right. Let's see how far he gets in. He gets out of bounds right before the 5-yard line.
And 5 seconds left on the clock.
And looks like he also picked up a first down.
Place kicker is coming out.
Well, I thought they were going to try to go for the gusto, but it's only 5 seconds left. They're going to put 3 more on the board, but they're in really good position for a field goal. This field goal is going to be about 24 yards long. It's going to be kicked by the sophomore, number 89, Justin Neal, and he's already got 1 field goal. Holding is number 7, Cody Fuentes.
Ryan Webb is the center.
And that kick, it looks like it's good, Charlie.
Nope.
No, sorry.
He pulled it to the left. It was high enough, but he kind of yanked it to the left, and that is the end of the first half. The Bulldogs are able to dodge one right there at the very end, 38-14. We'll be back with your Bubba's Air Conditioning halftime in just a moment.
Cruise in today for a great break on a great loan, and then start planning for your 5.
Is your air conditioner working hard in the Texas heat? Is your dryer making funny noises? If so, give Bubba's Air Conditioning and Appliance Repair a call. Our certified technicians will fix every AC or appliance problem. Longtime supporters of your Nederland Bulldogs. Bubba's Air Conditioning and Appliance Service in Nederland, located at 136 Nederland Avenue. Wishing the Bulldogs a safe and successful season. Have you checked your filter lately? Pax Supply has what you need. Joey Vincent leads a proud, locally owned and family operated company. Our dedicated employees will go above and beyond to provide exceptional customer service to every customer. Visit or call today. Supporting the Nederland Bulldogs, Pax Supply. Download the Pizza Inn Rewards app and get special offers as well as a free birthday dessert. All pizzas are hand prepared with the finest ingredients. As Donnie Broussard says, pizza for breakfast is healthier than you think. Baked fresh since 1958. Donnie Broussard's Pizza Inn, Port Neches.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the 2021 Barbers Hill High School Soaring Eagle Band and Eagleette Drill Team. Please welcome the award-winning Eagleette Drill Team. The drill team is under the direction of Miss Michelle Stokes. The 2021 Eagleette dance officers are Junior Lieutenant Sophia Laney, Junior Lieutenant Michaela Harmon, Senior Lieutenant Emily Quartz, Co-Captain Olivia Romaine, and your 2021 Eagleette Captain Avery Martin. This week's Rising Star Award is presented to Emily Quartz. This week's Shining Star Award is presented to Ellie Offord. And this week's Shooting Star Award is presented to Lily Addison. Congratulations, ladies. Tonight, the Eaglettes will perform a dynamic skirt routine to the Santana's 2000 Grammy Award-winning Song of the Year, Smooth. The 2021 Barbers Hill High School Eagleette Drill Team. The 2021-2022 Barbers Hill Soaring Eagle drum majors are Alyssa Becerra, Savannah Harrington, Megan Penrod, and Cody Philo. Tonight, the Soaring Eagle Band is proud to present our 2021 production entitled Journey Through the Land of Make-Believe. Local Soaring Eagle Marching Band. Soloists were Claire Clark, Claire Kraus on flute, Colton Stone on trumpet, and Lauren Whitaker on synthesizer. Quartet members were Savannah Harrington, Isaiah Perez, Dustin Hawk, and Timothy Clemens. Congratulations to our section of the week, the Sultry Saxophone section.
Here's some news you can use. 5 Point Credit Union is extending the Getaway Cruise. That's right, people can't seem to get enough of our sun-filled, fun-filled offer. So we're keeping the Get a Loan, Get a Cruise party going full steam ahead until October 30th. Cruise in today for a great rate on a great loan, and then start planning for your 5-day, 4-night luxury cruise getaway from your friends at 5 Point. 5 Point Credit Union. You belong here.
Of a metal building. Since 1985, Gentile Construction Company has been meeting the needs of customers in Southeast Texas. We specialize in metal buildings, metal roofing, and re-roofing. We're locally owned and operated, and we will build what you need quickly and under budget. Supporting the Nederland Bulldogs every year, Gentile Construction Company.
Look at that. That's called a takes two hands burger. Fresh 100% beef stacked high with melted cheese, hand-chopped veggies, and everything else you could possibly ask for. Yep, that's your Whataburger, made exactly the way you want it. Because sometimes, you gotta take matters into your own hands. What a burger, just like you like it.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Nederland High School Halftime Show. Let's hear it for the 2021 Novelty National Champion Nederland Westernaires entering the field with their traditional Grandioso! Your 21-22 Westernaire officers are Lieutenant Kylie Merriweather, Lieutenant Ashley Junot, First Lieutenant Emily Tran, Lieutenant Ashley Pham, and Captain Claire DuPlante. Your 2021-2022 social officers are Social Media Coordinator Jade Westfall, Social Event Coordinator Madison Martin, Treasurer Ali Regalado, Secretary Kenzie Acock, Vice President Grace Lehrman, and President Reeve Barrow. The Westernaires under the direction of the Executive Master Assistant Ms. Julie Williams. Tonight, the Westernaires will be performing a field prop routine to the tune Ain't No Mountain High Enough. league is sophomore Lauren Yen, and Westernaire kicker of the league is junior Kate Hughes. Congratulations, ladies, on a job well done. Golden Pride of the Golden Triangle continues their 2021 marching season with a performance by the Goldenette Twirlers team to the hit, Blinding Lights. To Mrs. Phyllis Mosley. She has been our Goldenette sponsor for the past 40 years. With all former Goldenettes in the audience, please stand as we recognize Phyllis for her birthday and for her commitment and dedication to the Goldenettes and their sponsors. Phyllis, thank you and happy birthday. Led on the field by drum major Alyssa Passon and co-drum major Cindy Wynn, the band sets off to the Strange Road, held to the Fleet Fanfare and the Royal Hussars March. Janicek and Justin Palazzo. The Barbers cans are designed by Rebecca Neely, and the Goldenette are under the direction of Phyllis Mosley.
"85 years is a long time. When you take the level of pride in your craft that we do, it goes by quickly. And when you are dedicated to safely building the finest structures for the plants and refineries that keep our area thriving, you take it seriously. Thanks for 85 years. H.B. Neild & Sons, committed to the next 85 years and beyond.
The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 479, was founded in 1913 in Beaumont, Texas, to serve the thriving communities of Southeast Texas as they worked hard to oil the world. Longtime supporters of Sheffield Productions, the brothers wish all the Bulldogs the best of luck this upcoming season.
The Nederland Chamber of Commerce promotes the people and businesses of the Nederland area. Organized in 1941 and composed of over 320 members, the Chamber works to improve the quality of life and economic development of our area. Check out the Chamber's webpage for monthly activities and membership information.
Since 1985, Sheffield Productions has been the videographer of choice in Southeast Texas. Important family events, including recitals, local drill teams, and airing sports on all our local channels, as well as Fox Sports Southwest, all created with an artist's eye. Contact Mike through the Sheffield Productions website to preserve your next memory. Sheffield Productions.
Yeah.
Bulldogs are down 38-14 to Barbers Hill here to start the second half. Charlie Jehlen and Robert Reid along with you. Sheffield Productions bringing you live and free Bulldog football this year. Some stats here for Nederland. Broussard, quarterback, 7 for 12, 142 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Rushing, not much. Broussard's carried 5 times for a net -3. Beresford 2 carries for 3. Bryant 2 carries for 1. Stimson 2 carries for no yards. That's a net of 1 yard offensively rushed in the first half. Receiving, Fusilier with 5 for 93 and a touchdown. Barrow 1 for 34 with a touchdown. And Kendrick caught 1 pass from Broussard for 15 yards. 143 total yards for the Bulldogs.
All right, Charlie, you ready for these stats from Barbers Hill? We've got the quarterback, Holdren, number 9, 12 of 24, 224 yards with 1 touchdown. Rushing, Hagler, 2, 10 carries, 81 yards. He's got 3 touchdowns. Holdren, number 9, the quarterback, 5 carries, 25 yards. I won't mention the rest, except for my man Fitzner. Reminds me of Pfizer. Fitzner, 24, 2 carries, 13 yards. He did score a touchdown. On the receiving end, there's super talented receiver number 6, Dixon. 2 receptions, 80 yards, and a lot of that came on the first play of the game. Herndon, 81, solid possession receiver, 6 catches, 94 yards, and 1 touchdown. And then Hagler has 2 catches for 20 yards. And the totals are, in rushing, they have 117 yards rushing. They have 224 yards passing for a total of 341 yards total offense for the first half. Charlie, those are the stats for the Barbers Hill Eagles.
Yeah, and that is reflective in the score there. The Eagles have had their way here in the first half. Nederland will get the ball to start the second half. De Serrano drops back to his 13-yard line and takes it there. Tries to get to the wedge. He's tackled at the 25-yard line, and that's where the Bulldogs will put it into play, 1st and 10.
I would be remiss not to mention that those first half statistics came courtesy of Mr. Ed Seymour, and many thanks to the good friends at Pax Supply. Pax Supply. They supply the stats because they supply Mr. Ed.
Yeah, they let him out of the cave every Friday night. And, of course, next week they're going to have to let him out on Thursday night. We go over to Humboldt Kingwood Park for a Thursday night game, and Sheffield Productions will be there with you.
Ed's usually not allowed after dark on a school night, but we might have to see if he can get us.
I'll get a pass from the chief.
Pass. Okay.
Fusilier in motion. Broussard with the ball, and he is tackled. No gain on the play.
And that's number 34 there for the Eagles. He's been very active during this game. That is Landon Remzine, who is a senior. Number 34 for the Eagles. Of course, their defensive line is probably having the game of the season for themselves. They're just
Yeah, those three down linemen are doing a phenomenal job.
They really are. That's Griffin Kunk, Danny Rojas, and Kalani Phipps.
Fusilier and Stimson on halfbacks. Broussard gets the fake, and he's under pressure. He's going to go and try and run forward. He's going to get to the 25-yard line, and they're tackled by several Eagles.
22, Lawson Cavaretta, and again, number 34, Landon Remzine.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 10 for the Bulldogs. 2 carries there by Broussard, 1 intentional, 1 scramble, no yardage.
And supplying the pressure again for the Eagles is 50, Griffin Kunk. Been very active the entire game. Got that big pad on his hand.
Yeah, it looks like a club down there. Of course, they have it wrapped up as, and those are checked, by the way, by the referees before the game to make sure that it is not a club or not to be used that way.
Yeah.
Fusilier in motion. Broussard drops back. He's got a guy open. It is Fusilier, but it is going to be intercepted. Intercepted at the 46-yard line. Pass was a little underthrown there. Flag on the play, but it's after, and that ball was coming toward Reeve Barrow, by the way, who gives up a little limp.
And he's going down the middle here, and, again, intended for Fusilier. That's a really good, Barrow, but that's a really good interception there by 28, Caden Newman. He had the coverage. He went up high for the interception.
Second interception by the Eagles in the game here.
And
the call is unsportsmanlike conduct against the defense after the interception. Something must have happened. So 15 yards will be marked off, and so the Eagles will get it at their own 31-yard line. But a very unfortunate turn of events there for the Bulldogs. 3rd down and long, and an interception down the middle.
And thankfully, if anything, on that interception, the ball gets moved back to the 31-yard line for Barbers Hill. So they will take over. Eagles at the 31-yard line. They lead 38-14 after that interception. They have played well on both sides of the ball. And there's a pass goes out wide to Fitzner. He gets around the left end, and he is driven out of bounds at about the
right at the 40. He's going to be about a yard
40,
short.
30, so 39, 40-yard line.
2nd down, 1 yard to go. It's a swing pass out there to the running back.
Holdren hands off again to Fitzner. Fitzner goes around left end. He's up the sideline, pushed out of bounds at about the 50-yard line where it'll be a 1st down for the Eagles.
Travis Roman knocked him out on that power sweep there. You can see everybody's just pulling and running to the left, and the running back is able to run through several arm tackles.
And even though he was pushed out of bounds, Charlie, I'm going to suspect you will see the Eagles run the ball a lot more than they did in the first half, simply to keep the ball rolling. If you see any passes, it'll probably be right over the middle. But frankly, in the first half, they went over the middle several times. So they're at the 48-yard line. They do have a 1st down. And Holdren looking to the sidelines for the play. Fitzner in the backfield with them. They got 2 receivers to the left and 2 over here to the right. They're in the spread formation. We got a motion, and the handoff goes to number 10, Shane Ellis, on that jet sweep. That's probably the 8th time that they've run that play. They like calling that play.
Yeah, and it's just getting out there quickly. You see Gage Driscoll coming up here very quickly to make the stop along with Slade Stoker.
I don't think they gained any at all on that play, so it should be 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 for the Eagles. The clock is rolling at 9:39. 38-14. Spread formation, 2 backs with the senior Hagler. Also back there is number 25, Doug Gary. He's a junior. And surprisingly, 2nd and 10, they're throwing the ball. Holdren, he's scrambling. He's coming to his left, cuts up the middle. He's running the ball. He's over the 45. He's over the 40. He's over the 35, 30, and then he just goes down. So
a fine run there by the quarterback. And I tell you what, the Bulldogs appear to be a little bit tired on defense.
Yeah, that was a 25-yard run. Is that what you have, Ed? 25 yards is what I've got.
Flag on the play back at the 40-yard line, so they will be bringing it back, and I think that's what it is.
Yeah, he may have known that.
That's a spot foul. It was the foul happened at the 39-yard line.
Good shot there by our man on the field, Lou Sheffield. Good job, Lou.
You can see everybody trying to get to the quarterback as he runs. That may have been the block in the back right there that we saw.
Possibly, yeah.
So that's going to bounce it back. It's going to be 2nd down. And at the 49-yard line, so it's 2nd down and 7 to go.
2nd down and 7 for the Eagles.
Oh, we had it. Ball knocked down by Landon Kaywood. Got his hands up that time. Good timing there as he knocked down the pass from Brent Holdren. It was going to be a quick out over here to Josiah Herndon.
Kaywood's been really active the entire game on defense for the Bulldogs.
Timing that jump, very important there as the Bulldogs are trying to keep the Eagles from scoring any more points.
Right.
3rd down, 7 to go.
Does stop the clock also, which is something that kind of surprises me a little bit that Barbers Hill is allowed to happen. But anyway, 49-yard line, Holdren, he's in the spread formation. Hagler in the backfield with him, takes the snap, looking over the middle, and it is complete. Complete to number 88 on that play, and that's Brady Thompson.
Can't really call that a post. It's almost just like a deep hook. He got underneath the safety and just turned and stood right there.
And Thompson had one catch in the first half for 20 yards, so that's his 2nd reception. And now Hagler on the play for the Eagles.
Eagles really moving quickly here. A very quick dive play there.
Yeah.
Gain of 4 yards on that play.
And they've got the ball now at the 32-yard line. 32-yard line, 2nd down, 2nd and about 6. And they go out left to Fitzner. Fitzner catches the ball, and he's short of the 1st down. The clock continues to roll. He's inside up to the 30-yard line.
Here's a flag, though. They're blocking the back there right at the point of attack. You can see the coach out there yelling at one of his receivers. Here's the block in the back being called against the offense. And you see the flag there at the 32-yard line.
Yeah.
And watch it here just at the top of the screen. That was it.
Oh, that was obvious.
Yeah, you push him and then pull your hands back.
Right.
And when you're wearing pink gloves, it's really hard to hide.
And, that's true. And, the other thing, too, Charlie, you being a former coach, that's just one of those that's just inexcusable.
Yeah, because it's right in front of the referee.
Yeah. And
you can excuse stuff if it's not in front of the referee.
Right. But, you teach those guys, don't block in the back. That's a penalty. Don't do that. They just did it.
By the way, it is pink out tonight. That's why a lot of the athletes are wearing the pink.
All right, so 2nd, and it's 2nd darn near 20. So they're looking to the sideline, and you can see there on your monitor.
They changed their play, and the defense changed their formation.
And Barbers Hill looking over to the left, and they are going for that man that they like to throw the ball to. He caught it. What a catch there. And a really good pass by Trey Dixon. Yeah, this guy's 6'4", and even though he's a sophomore, he is tough. And that's not – there we go. He is tough to cover.
Yeah, it was just a basket catch over there on the sideline.
Yeah, good pass, good catch, everything you want to do. They're inside the 10-yard line. They're at about the 7-yard line and goal. Holdren, handoff to Fitzner. Fitzner up the middle, and it looks like he got, did he cross the goal? No.
Referees, side judge says it is a touchdown.
Okay, I thought
you see
he did.
The side, our side camera is there to pick it in. And Fitzner himself
points out the fact that he did score a touchdown right there, making the score
44. And again, good replay here. Fitzner, he's got a big hole. 70 doing a really good push, and 70 pushed him over the goal. That's why I thought he had scored, but I didn't know if they had caught that or not.
Point after attempt will come from Justice Neal from the hold of Cody Fuentes.
Justin Neal on the extra point. It is up, and it is good, and the score, Barbers Hill 45. Nederland 14. We're going to send it to our booth for a commercial break from one of our fine sponsors. We'll be right back at Bulldog Stadium.
Taco Ray is a family legacy on Nederland Avenue, a committed cheerleader for all things Southeast Texas. Famous tacos, addictive salsa and queso, dine in, take out, or catered. It's all here and more. Taco Ray. That's right. You read the score right. It's 45-14. Eagles over the Bulldogs. The Eagles have had their way from the second play, actually from the first play. A long pass play down close to the goal line, and then they scored on the second play. And then on the third play, they scored on a long run. It's been like that.
Hey, before the kickoff, I just want to say give a big shout out to the Nederland Bulldog Booster Club. They're over here in the concession stand, and when you're facing the field far right side, they've been there for this athletic program all season long. Thanks a lot, Nederland Bulldog Booster Club.
De Serrano fumbles at the 13. He picks it up, gets to the 21-yard line, and that's where the Bulldogs will put it into play, 1st and 10.
And Charlie, what you think of that Bubba's AC halftime show?
Magnificent. Both bands, and that's when you have two different styles of band. Barbers Hill being a show band, and of course Nederland being the military precision march band. Both of them had straight ones in competition, and you can see why. Definitely an outstanding show, and both sides applauded for each side's band. I mean, I really like that.
It was a lot of fun. It really was. And now back to the 5-point credit union game of the week. Barbers Hill 45, Nederland 14. Bulldogs taking over at the 22-23 line. Let's get something going.
Broussard does a quick pitch over to Fusilier. And number 8 gets some positive yardage, keeping moving forward. Looks like he gets about 6 there.
It's still moving forward.
That's one thing Kendon Fusilier does. He's hard to bring down because he twists and keeps those legs moving. Watch it here on the replay.
Right, he just squirts through tackles. On that tackle, number 22, Lawson Cavaretta for the Eagles.
2nd down and 3. Stimson's in the backfield with Broussard. Now Fusilier comes over to a trips left formation. Kendrick by himself on the right. Broussard with the keep. He's got the 1st down. Almost has the ball stripped from him as he's tackled at the 40-yard line.
Moving forward.
It's a good rushing play there, and you can see, watch him try and get the ball away from him there. Broussard's able to hold on to it as he goes down. But a 1st down for the Bulldogs. Fusilier in the backfield with Stimson and Broussard. Barrow and De Serrano on the near side. Kendrick on the far side. Broussard. Ball got away from him, slipped out of his hands, almost caught there by Reeve Barrow. I thought he was trying to throw it in the direction of De Serrano, who's running a deeper pattern. Looked like the ball slipped out of his hands. Barrow almost came down with it.
Right, 2nd down here for the Bulldogs at the 40-yard line, trying to get some movement. We got 6 minutes and 16 seconds left in the 3rd quarter, and they're trying to get something here on the board, and that would certainly be very helpful if they could do so.
I'm glad to see that no Nederland fans have left the stands. They are watching their team. Fusilier with the ball off right tackle, bounces outside. He's got a seam, and he is out of bounds. It looks to be marked at the 42-yard line. 1st down for Nederland.
Running hard, bouncing off, and just making some good progress for the team as they get the ball near the 40-yard line. They're in Eagle territory. There you go. He goes up the middle. He bounces off right. Good blocking right there.
Good block there by Dominic Stimson. Stayed with his man and pushed him backwards.
And the good thing, too, is that, well, the clock's still rolling at 5:54 and counting.
Broussard fakes the handoff, throws it to Reeve Barrow, and he's got a seam. Reeve Barrow.
He's going to score.
Did he get in? Touchdown. Touchdown, Nederland. Reeve Barrow, a quick slant from Luke Broussard.
Right, we had that field camera that got that reception by Barrow as he was taking it inside. So this is really nice right here to get a touchdown with this much time left on the game.
That was just a quick slant, and the safety missed him, and then he outran the cornerback there, and that's Theron Pierre. Tackled him down when his knee hit. The ball was across the line. Carter Pelletier is going to attempt the point after attempt. Noah Kendrick held. Great kick. Good. Dead center. 21 points for Nederland, 45 for Barbers Hill. We'll be back in just a moment.
Baubles & Bliss, your one-shop happy place, offering women's clothing and accessories small through 3X. Also youth sizes for our little Blissonistas. Kim and Amber will keep you looking your best. Watch the live videos, join the Facebook group, and download the app.
Back here at Bulldog Stadium, Charlie, we got some good friends over at the Port Arthur News. Chris Moore covers the sports news. Tell us a little bit about the news.
Yeah, Chris Moore knows Nederland. He's been here for many, many years, grew up in the area, sports editor of the Port Arthur News. Chris covers not only football, but all Nederland sports for your local newspaper. Local stories you need to know are updated online daily. Empower yourself. Subscribe to the Port Arthur News.
Nederland kicking off, and Barbers Hill will be getting their hands on the ball once again, but we need a turnover here. We need a hold, and then we need another touchdown. And they angle it toward the 30-yard lines. Barbers Hill falls on it. That was number 10, Shane Ellis. Barbers Hill has the ball at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, you think back to that onside attempt, and if that had been successful and was so close to being successful, that would have really been a measure in this game.
All right, so Barbers Hill 1st and 10. They come back out with their outstanding quarterback, Brent Holdren, and again, we've got the big play guys on their team. 6, Dixon, 2, Hagler, 81, Herndon, 88, Thompson, and Feitzer. He's the backup running back. He's having a pretty good game tonight, so he is tackled out of bounds.
Good tackle over there by Travis Roman, who took the guy who was trying to skate outside and put him on the ground.
Looks like a pickup of about 2 yards. So good hold there by the Bulldog defense. They did a good job of containment and just stringing them out. There's your play from the defensive backfield right there. Excellent job. 2 yards on the play. 2nd and 8. Ball, the clock continues to roll at 5:05 and counting.
Yeah, the Eagles are definitely bleeding down that play clock whenever they have an opportunity.
Yes. All right, inside handoff again. That looks like Feitzer. Helmet came off on the field.
So one of the big offensive linemen there at his helmet taken off.
Feitzer looks like he didn't pick up much of anything on that. Well, he did. He got about 3 yards.
Yeah, they got him up there to the 25.
Got a little distracted there with that helmet flying off.
Yeah, you wonder if there's something inside the helmet.
Right on.
3rd down and 5, though. Nederland needs a stop here. Having just scored on a quick touchdown of their own, they need to get some points up on the board to make this a game.
Much need to stop right here. And Herndon, he's looking to the left, and he completes it to that man, number 6, Dixon, and that is going to be a 1st down.
Travis Roman playing off of him a little bit. Dixon has gone deep quite a few times. This time he just curled up in, and there you go. Good tackle by Roman, but it is a 1st down.
Handoff inside to Hagler. He goes around left. He's got a big hole. He's moving forward out to the 40, moves forward to the 35. I think they're going to count a little bit, or marking a little short of that. They sure did at the 36-yard line.
Slade Stoker on the stop, and Slade.
It's a first down.
Slade injured his shoulder. He's coming out. I believe we have another injured Bulldog there at the line of scrimmage.
Injury timeout for the Bulldogs. And let's go, let's throw it back to the booth real quick for a commercial.
Welcome to Whataburger. Customization is what we've always done. We have mustard, mayo, ketchup. It's all up to you.
When you customize your own burger, you can put your personality in it.
Mayonnaise, ketchup, no cheese. This is my Whataburger.
We customize orders 24 hours a day.
Everybody wants it just like they like it. When you can make it your own, that always enhances that experience for you.
They're just happy to do whatever makes you happy.
What a burger. Just like you like it.
First down and 10 for the Eagles at the Bulldog 36-yard line.
Herndon at quarterback. Got 3 receivers to the left.
Nederland sold out for the run.
He's looking to the right. It's going for Herndon. He catches the ball, and it is a touchdown. Touchdown for the Eagles. Holdren hooks up with number 81 again, Josiah Herndon.
This is just a jump ball.
Herndon.
Esquivel's in pretty good position there. It's just the receiver goes over him and makes the play. Not implying pass interference, anything like that. It was a clean catch. Very well executed there by the Eagles. They're taking advantage of their very tall, wide receivers right now.
Yes, they are.
Justin Neal for the point after.
That point is good, and the score now is Barbers Hill 52, Nederland 21. Let's hear a message from one of our great sponsors.
Taco Ray is a family legacy on Nederland Avenue, a committed cheerleader for all things Southeast Texas. Famous tacos, addictive salsa and queso, dine-in, take-out, or catered. It's all here and more. Taco Ray.
Well, the Bulldogs are learning a lot about adversity right now. They are having given up a lot of points to the Barbers Hill Eagles.
Charlie, let's talk about this real quick. They're 3-4, 2-2 in district, but how do you explain a team like this just gelling the way that they have to the point of no doubt their best game of the season tonight against?
Well, you got a first-year coach. I mean, that's one of the things over there at Barbers Hill, and so perhaps it took them a while to understand the system, understand the plays, but they have been the plays that have been called by Barbers Hill very well executed. Taking nothing away from the Bulldogs. They've had people in possession there or position, but the plays have just been executed like they're on that last touchdown pass.
Well, I think, too, this is hands down the best game their defense has played all season.
Yeah.
There's a kickoff. It's going to go all the way to the 15-yard line. De Serrano receives it. He carries it all the way up to about the 28, 29-yard line where the Bulldogs will have the ball with 3 minutes and 29 seconds left in the third quarter.
De Serrano does a great job to get in there, and I don't know where that guy came from. No flag thrown, so we got a first down at the 29-yard line. Bulldogs ready to go.
And Charlie, Whataburger is one of our fantastic sponsors. In every game, we have a Whataburger player of the game for the Bulldogs. And so we're going to put our thinking caps on after the fourth quarter and give it to one of these fine young men wearing black and gold.
Yeah, they have put up a very good game fight, if you want to call it that, because they have not given up, haven't backed off from what Barbers Hill is bringing. Broussard takes the ball, rolls around to his right, looking to throw it, and it's almost intercepted. Throwing to number 13, Noah Kendrick. That was a hard pass to throw there. Kendrick had 2 Eagles within 3 yards of him. You watch here Broussard rolling out to his right under pressure, plants and throws. Another almost interception there by Will Bunton. That would have been his second one of the game.
Yes, it would have been.
Bunton made a tip interception back at 8:20 in the second quarter. It really kind of turned the tide in favor of the Eagles at that moment.
And it just kept rolling from there.
Fusilier in motion. Broussard looks that direction. It's a throwback screen.
Caught by Stimson, who gets to the 31-yard line. That's a gain of 2. It'll be 3rd and 8.
And the Eagles did a good job of reading that screen. It was a good pass over to the to Stimson, but on that play was number 22 for the Eagles, and that was Lawson Cavaretta. He's made a few big plays on defense tonight. Again, the Eagles' defense is that this is their, even though they won 58-7 last week, they were playing Santa Fe, hands down their best performance of the season, and it's why they're winning right now.
Fusilier in motion to the left, and they've got him on a fly pattern. They're going to throw it under. Fusilier came back on that. He's trying to get the first down, and I believe he made it across the 40. First down and 10 for Fusilier.
Good job there, Cavaretta, on that play, and also, once again, Griffin Kunt comes from the defensive line and makes that stop, but Fusilier got the first down.
Great motions here, and I love the slow-mo replay, don't you?
Yeah, I do too.
You know, you can see the fantastic moves there that Fusilier makes. We have an injured Eagle on the field, and the trainers are coming over to check on him. It was one right at the point of attack on that particular play. Young man is now sitting up. That's always good news. Again, we want to give a shout out to the Nederland High School Golden Pride Band for straight ones, but I want to emphasize the fact that these young men and women have been invited for singular honor. For singular honor, they're going to be going to Washington, D.C. in the springtime to represent Texas at the rededication of the Lincoln Memorial. Now, this band is a fantastic band, generational band as far as excellence goes. And if your business or you personally want to help out, please get in contact with them at Nederland High School. It takes a lot of money to send a band over there, and they get to tour Washington, D.C. It's part of a package that's set up by the sponsoring group. So help them out if you possibly can. At the very least, buy some cookies. Broussard.
Oh, man.
Has to dodge the rush. He goes down at his own 35-yard line. That's a loss of 6 yards.
This kind of got swallowed because they had 4 players coming in that rush.
And you can see here.
Fast, too.
Yeah, they're able right now, those defensive linemen, they're just they're lining up at the line of scrimmage, and they're just trying to penetrate the gaps, put a lot of pressure there on the offensive line and the running backs to pick up the blitzes. And with the 3-4, you don't always know where those blitzes are coming. They can send 5, they can send 4, they can send 3. This time they're sending just 3. Broussard. Pass is incomplete. It was thrown toward Reeve Barrow on a deep post pattern.
And clean coverage.
Eagles were in good position there. Their free safety was inside of him. Would have taken a truly precise pass to get over the safety and get to it.
Or a quick change of direction on that ball.
3rd down and 16 now for Nederland. Clock is stopped at 1:34 in the 3rd quarter.
First down would be nice right here. 16 yards. They went long and went for it all last play.
Broussard's under pressure.
Yes, he is.
He just throws it. It is caught by one of his offensive linemen at the 26-yard line.
And you can give that guy credit.
Yeah, and I believe they are going to.
Yeah, they are.
Good catch by the offensive tackle. Senior Ricky Johnson made the catch and immediately turned upfield. Illegal touch, though.
Yes. You knew that was coming. Yeah.
So I think they'll just put it where the quarterback was and call the down. So it is now 4th down. 4th down, and it looks to be about 24 yards to go. Nederland's putting out its punt team.
Well, even the offensive lineman gets their little moment in the spotlight. He certainly got his right there.
Good shot there from our field camera showing Johnson coming down with the ball. Well done, young man. You did what you could. Fusilier with the punt.
End over end.
Yeah, it might
Fair
be coming
catch.
backward, yep.
Yeah, 42-yard line. Good spot again for the Eagles to have the ball.
Will Bunton on the reception there for the Eagles. 1:19 left in the 3rd quarter.
And I think now you can definitely expect. The Eagles to run the clock. You expect them to continue to run the clock as much as possible. They really didn't do it as much as I thought they would last possession, but I'm expecting them to keep the ball in the middle of the field, run the ball. You've only got a minute and 19 seconds, so that's about 3 plays right there heading into the fourth quarter.
When you have a particular offensive scheme, it's hard to change it, and it's been working. 3 receivers to the near side.
Handoff.
New running back this time, number 25, Doug Gary, a junior.
Yeah, he had a carry in the first half, but you expect him to see some time, maybe more of Feitzer in the game. Fitzner, excuse me. You know what I'm thinking of.
Tackled there by Joseph Dugat.
And it's Gary and Fitzner in the backfield for Barbers Hill. Twins right. Holdren hands off to Fitzner, who goes around left. Upfield, is he going to stay in bounds?
Nope, he stepped out of bounds, and it looks like he got the first down on the play.
He sure did, and I'm just surprised he's staying in bounds. But like you said, I mean, they like to run wide. They've done it over and over all night long. And he did get taken out of bounds, so they do have a first down. Ball's at the 48-yard line. The clock is running. We're at 32 seconds and counting. This will probably be the last play of the third quarter. And they're going to throw the ball, and they're going to look to the left, and he is open. Was he in bounds when he caught it?
Referee is saying he was in bounds. They got the ball marked there. Let's see it on the replay here.
And that's Fitzner.
Yep.
Coming out of the backfield.
Send him on that little pattern and watch him right here. He's going to catch it.
He did. His toe hit in bounds.
Yep. Good play right there.
And it's a first down. Another first down for the Eagles.
And the ref just said as soon as the sticks are down, we're going to run the play. We're going to run the clock, rather.
All right, I think they're going to let it run out.
It's down to 9 seconds and counting.
All right, folks, and that's going to be coming up on the end of the third quarter. And your score is Barbers Hill 52, Nederland 21. We're at Bulldog Stadium. We're going to throw it to the booth for a commercial break. See you for the beginning of the fourth quarter, Bulldog Stadium.
Is your air conditioner working hard in the Texas heat? Is your dryer making funny noises? If so, give Bubba's Air Conditioning and Appliance Repair a call. Our certified technicians will fix every AC or appliance problem. Longtime supporters of your Nederland Bulldogs. Bubba's Air Conditioning and Appliance Service in Nederland, located at 136 Nederland Avenue. Wishing the Bulldogs a safe and successful season.
Here's some news you can use. 5 Point Credit Union is extending the getaway cruise. That's right. People can't seem to get enough of our sun-filled, fun-filled offer. So we're keeping the Get a Loan, Get a Cruise party going full steam ahead until October 30th. Cruise in today for a great rate on a great loan. And then start planning for your 5-day, 4-night luxury cruise getaway from your friends at 5 Point. 5 Point Credit Union. You belong here.
We're back at Bulldog Stadium here in Nederland, Texas, beginning the fourth quarter. Barbers Hill 52, Nederland Bulldogs 21. Barbers Hill has the ball going in the other direction at the 25-yard line. They take the snap, handoff to number 25, Gary, up the middle. He picks up about 2 or 3 yards on the play. Second down, expect him, Charlie, to keep the clock rolling.
Yeah, Jacob Coates on that stop right there. Back wearing his number 5. He had thrown me earlier wearing a different jersey, 58. You can see Coach coming in there along with number 66, Johnny Torres. A couple of seniors there playing defense. Gain of 2. It'll be second down and 8 to go.
Eagles in their spread formation. And it's been a very good number 43 in motion to the right.
Oh,
Lord, that was almost
Landon Kaywood. Almost had the lineman's dream, the D lineman's dream, because he was heading the opposite direction.
And he had a lot of green field turf right in front of him. But anyway, take a look right here. You'll see what we're talking about. Oh, mercy.
Yeah, he did.
It was a difficult catch for him to make, but my. He would have.
As a D end, he did that little spin move, and when he spun, he went to the outside. He was right there for that wide receiver screen.
That was almost 52-27 right there. All right, so now third down. Holdren number 9, having a really good game tonight. He's looking to the right, and he is almost sagged by Kaywood. Kaywood gets him, swallows him.
Ends up going forward for a couple of yards on the scramble there. Kaywood came very close to sacking him, again using that spin move. You can see Linda coming around there and finally helping to tackle him there along with Tavian Chapman.
And he does make the stop. So now it is 4th down. Charlie, no surprise, they're going to go for it.
4th down and 6. I mean, when you're ahead by 31 points.
And that would be like a 35-yard field goal. So
yeah.
Might as well.
Take your shot.
Holdren looking over the middle, and it is complete to the man. Number 6, Trey Dixon. Trey Dixon picks up the 1st down, and he's a good player to be looking for in a 4th down situation.
Again, another great pass there. Nolan White grabs a hold of him, and we got a great shot here from the field. Look at this.
Oh yeah, good job, Lou.
Fantastic field work there. You don't get that on Texan Live, guys.
No, I think he learned. I think everything he knows he learned from his brother Mike. Anyway, Hagler with the carry, tries to jump over the crowd.
Gets a couple of yards on that. It's 2nd down and goal. The ball is, let's see where the ref's finally going to spot it. Right at the 5-yard line. 2nd down and goal from the 5-yard line. It looked like the center and all the D linemen just kind of went down to their knees before Hagler jumped over them.
2nd down for the Eagles, 2nd and 5. And Holdren hands off, and that's Fitzner for the score.
Fitzner just power sweep around the left-hand side, and the Bulldogs defense wasn't able to get over there.
No, and just they love running wide left, wide right. I say they love doing that. They have really done it. Here we go again. Great field shot. Lou Sheffield, brother of Mike. The apple didn't fall far from the brother's arm there, not the tree, just the arm. Good job, Lou.
Justin Neal again lining up for the point after attempt.
And so the score now 58-21, awaiting the extra point from another sophomore player for the Eagles. And the point is up. The kick is up, I should say. The kick is good. It's 59-21. We're going to send it to the booth for a message from one of our fine sponsors. We'll be right back. We're back live here in Nederland, Texas at Bulldog Stadium. 4th quarter, Barbers Hill 59, Nederland 21, 9 minutes, 27 seconds left in the game.
I think Ed just said Barbers Hill is well over 500 yards in offense now. Very unexpected turn of events here for the Bulldogs. Some early turnovers, some attempts to turn the tide over there with an onside kick did not come to fruition, and this is what happens. Now it's just a matter of buckling down from a defensive standpoint. No Moss, don't let them score anymore. And from an offensive standpoint, let's get some practice in. Our next game will be next Thursday night over in Humboldt, taking over Kingwood Park. So we've got a short week coming up here.
We plan on talking about that, and I'm so glad that you mentioned that, because that may kind of slip by some people. But anyway, Dave Serrano, he's going around right in. He's out of bounds at the 32. Going back to what I was saying, thanks for bringing it up on Thursday night, because that doesn't happen to too many teams in our area.
Yeah.
But when you play in a large district like the Humboldt district, where 3 or 4 teams may play at one stadium, playing Thursday night is the norm in the Houston area.
And it rotates, doesn't it?
It does.
You play Thursday one time, and then Friday, and then maybe a Saturday.
Right. There's always somebody playing on Thursday, always someone playing on Friday, always playing on Saturday. They share that stadium. Of course, it has field turf, so it doesn't get worn out. But anyway, it's Kingwood Park's turn to play on Thursday, and the Bulldogs will be there. That's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
And you'll be watching that game live and free thanks to Sheffield Productions and our awesome sponsors. Broussard looking over the middle.
Great catch there by Kendon Fusilier.
You might as
Great
well.
pass by Luke Broussard.
Go to Kendon, and come up on the ball, and let's run it. Quick replay, fellas.
Got
there
it down
you
to
go.
the
50,
50-yard line.
Good job, guys.
Nederland now in the hurry-up. Quick screen over here to Beresford. Beresford knocked down at the 39-yard line. The referee says he stepped out of bounds at the 42, so it's going to be 2 yards short of a first down. Bulldogs going in a little bit of a hurry-up as well. 3 receivers will be on the far side now. Fusilier in the backfield with Luke Broussard, the quarterback.
And Charlie Weir, I'm putting my thinking cap on for the Whataburger player of the game. Let's see what happens here on this drive.
Broussard. And he pulled the string on that when he had to, because there was an eagle he saw cutting in front of his intended receiver, number 4, Reeve Barrow, on the far side. If he had thrown that ball where he originally wanted to, it probably would have been intercepted by Theron Pierre, who was cutting in front of his receiver. 3rd down, 2 yards to go. Three receivers again to the far side of the field. Broussard hands it off, and Kendon Fusilier does that little stutter step. We have a flag on the play. Fusilier goes out of bounds. Looks like they've got him marked at the 31, but let's see what the referee is saying.
I saw that flag flying.
Holding being called against the offense. Watch it here on the tight replay here from up top. Fusilier gets the ball, and I don't see a hold. But the referees are closer than I am. So taking it 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Here it is from the field level. You saw the flag come in there as Fusilier is basically tackled right at the camera. 3rd down and 10 yards to go. Ball is right at midfield, right hash mark on this beautiful new artificial turf field.
Yes.
Installed.
Good investment.
Jerry Mallory Stadium. They're blitzing. And that was a flag on the play, and we can see the defender there kind of went over Noah Kendrick. Flag thrown by one of the back judges on the sideline. Let's see what the white hat has to say. Pass interference being called against the defense, so that'll give the Bulldogs a first down in Eagle territory.
And did we see who that may have been against? I don't know if that was 20. He didn't look like he was part of it.
From the 35-yard line now. 8:14, clock is stopped. Now it's running.
Hand off up the middle or around right, and that's Fusilier.
Yeah, Fusilier again.
Long gainer.
Fusilier ends up running onto the track. He got a tremendous amount of momentum there. Watch him on the great trap play there. That defensive end was buried. Good downfield block by Noah Kendrick.
All the way near the 15.
Pushed out of bounds hard there by Landon Remsing. First down and 10, though, at the 15-yard line. Bulldogs trying to get one up on the board here with 8:07 in the 4th quarter. Broussard looks, throws a jump ball, and Kendrick trying to get there, but that is another pass interference call, this time in the end zone.
That one you saw clearly.
And the referee's going over to talk about it. Make sure he gets the call correct. Fake to the left by Broussard to try and freeze everybody, and you could see right there number 20 was not going to let number 13 get past him. And the call is pass interference against the defense. It is in the end zone.
Now, Charlie, they were already at the 15. Where are we moving this ball up to?
Well, I believe in UIL it's still going to be half the distance. He's going to check.
Here's your replay. It was clear.
Yeah. And the referee is talking to Coach Monty Barrow about the options, letting him know what the choices are. And the referees, because it did happen in the end zone, they're going to move it down to the 2-yard line. So it's just like a try. Or as they would say, the point after attempt. 3 receivers to the far side. Broussard hands it off to Fusilier, who dives in for the 2-yard touchdown.
Love it. Keep scoring.
Fusilier a little slow getting up there. A little bit of a twist there at the end. Touchdown scored by Kendon Fusilier from 2 yards out.
And what do you think, Charlie, 1 or 2?
I would just go ahead and go for 1. It's 7:57 left in the fourth quarter, and that's what they're going to attempt. Carter Pelletier working on his point after. This is good. 28 for Nederland, but 59 for Barbers Hill. We'll take a commercial break and be back with the kickoff in just a moment.
Taco Ray is a family legacy on Nederland Avenue, a committed cheerleader for all things Southeast Texas. Famous tacos, addictive salsa and queso, dine-in, take-out, or catered, it's all here and more. Taco Ray.
So as we await this field goal, the update I have is
a great kickoff, but I think it angled out of bounds. Rats just inside the pylon. And you saw the ref throw the flag immediately. So instead of at the 25, it's going to be a little further downfield. Nope. Add points to the scoreboard. And let's make it official there, Robert. Our Whataburger player of the game, if y'all can go back to him there on the sideline, is Reeve Barrow. First down and 10 from the 30-yard line.
picks up about 5 yards on that play. Once again. Well, that was a great moment there for 79. Okay. All right, second. That's a second down.
Got a twin set over there. Looks like they're going to try throwing it again.
You think so? I'm going to think they're going to run it. It's Fitzner up the middle. He breaks around left. He's got a first down and picks up a little bit more up to the 49-yard line. First down, they're going to move the chains, and they're going to keep rolling the clock, Charlie.
49-yard line now. That Bulldog defense has put up a game fight throughout this entire sequence here.
Yes,
they
have.
are getting tired, though. That offensive line of the Eagles has really worn them down throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, they've done a good job. They've had, their offense has not been a question, and they're showing why. They've really gelled in this game. Well, there's a pass. It goes out wide to Fitzner, and he is brought out of bounds at about the 49, 48-yard line. I'm kind of surprised he keeps running out of bounds.
Well, again, that's part of the sequence.
Yeah.
It's hard to get back in bounds. Actually, when you're being picked up and tackled by Nash Leonard over there, you can watch he and Jace Beck over there, and that's what he's taught to do on that particular pattern. It's a swing out, and you just angle for the sideline.
And but the clock's still running. We're right at 5 minutes and 55 seconds left in the game.
Yeah, I think the coaches have indicated, let's go ahead and run the clock here.
And that is numbered. That's a new first carry for this young man, number 43, Manny Shaw. Manny Shaw is a junior, little guy, 5'8", 148. He's seeing some action. The ball's at the 42-yard line. Third down for Barbers Hill. They're going to, as you said earlier, Charlie, they're going to run the play clock. Play clock's at 17, so don't expect them to be in a hurry to get the snap off.
1 yard to go with the deuces. Like you say, they're just running it right up the tackle or doing the swing pattern.
And Manny Shaw is going to get another handoff right here. He goes up the middle. Had a really good-looking hole there. First down. Ball's going to be at about the 31-yard line.
Caden Gonzalez steps in to make the tackle, but it's after the running back is well downfield.
Gonzo Gonzalez there on the tackle.
32-yard line. Again, our salutes to our Whataburger player of the game, Reeve Barrow, the junior. Wide receiver for the Bulldogs. 2 touchdowns tonight. Next week, we will be at Humble for Kingwood Park, 7:30 kickoff.
And there's another new player right there for a handoff. Number 30 still running. Number 30 for the Eagles, that's Hayden Allshear, who's a senior. Hayden gets to see some action.
Come to Pippa's Closet.
At Cruise Events, our event planning and design team set the bar high. We specialize in weddings, corporate events, class reunions, baby showers, and more. We don't just think outside the box, we turn the box upside down. With nearly half a decade of experience, Daniel Cruz has worked on building his own business while supporting local businesses within our community. Make it something beautiful. Cruz Events.
Since 1985, Sheffield Productions has been the videographer of choice in Southeast Texas. Important family events, including recitals, local drill teams, and airing sports on all our local channels, as well as Fox Sports Southwest, all created with an artist's eye. Contact Mike through the Sheffield Productions website to preserve your next memory. Sheffield Productions.
Come to Pippa's Closet.
Gain of 9 yards on the play.
And that's going to be a second. It's going to be 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. So we got Manny Shaw. We got Allshire in the backfield.
New quarterback.
New receivers.
And Cody Fuentes, a sophomore quarterback.
Allshire gets the handoff.
Trying to get all the numbers straight here so we can acknowledge all the guys that are getting into the game now.
Looks like some new offensive linemen. looks like some regular offensive linemen. As I still see big 71 in the game there for him.
Got the ball down to the 18-yard line.
Emmett Story, 71. He's had a pretty good game, 6'4", 265. They got some size on their team, Charlie.
Big, and from an offensive line standpoint, if you can drive that defensive line like they have today, you can control everything.
Ryan Webb is another one, junior, 6'3", 255. And that's Manny Shaw, and he's going to get a touchdown.
Manny Shaw right up the middle, 19 yards. And the Eagles add 6 more points, making it 65-28.
Manny Shaw's a good-looking back.
Eagles have definitely piled it on today. Right from the opening possession.
Yes, sir.
Neal with the point after attempt from the hold of the sophomore quarterback, Cody Fuentes.
And that kick is up, and it is good. And the score now, Barbers Hill 66, Nederland 28. We're going to take it to the booth for another commercial break. We'll be back.
Bon V is a skilled nursing and rehabilitation facility located within minutes of the Gulf of Mexico. Our Babe Saharius Rehab Gym offers inpatient and outpatient services with a focus on recovery and transition to home. Committed care. We are committed to excellence and the Bulldogs. Bon V.
All right, we're back here at Bulldog Stadium, and the Eagles will be kicking off. We got 3 minutes, 1 second left in the game, 66-28. Again, credit, big credit. Thank you so much to our good friends Eric Shaw and the folks at 5 Point Credit Union. Such a big part in making all this possible, where we get to bring the game live and free to you. And regardless of the results, we want to bring you the game. High school football is so exciting.
Oh, yeah.
And we're just thankful that these guys stepped up to the plate for us. And Barbers Hill, they got a lot of back. They've pretty much emptied the roster and letting everybody get some playing time right now. And that's
Dave Serrano
up the middle. Fantastic line, fantastic return there.
De Serrano gets inside the wedge and breaks it free this time. Looks like they're going to put it at the 47-yard line. Watch it here on the replay.
See more people at middle school here.
Okay.
First down and 10. Nederland sends out a few new numbers out there for them as well. Luke Broussard still at quarterback.
Ball's at the 47-yard line.
Stimson comes over to a wingback position. Hand off to Ethan Fobbs. Fobbs gets into the secondary, gains 12 yards just off of right tackle.
Barbers Hill has kind of a mixture. I notice they have a new defensive line, but I still see some linebackers and defensive backs that are regulars.
Yeah, there are new numbers all over the place right now.
Yeah, but that's new guys on the front end on the line.
You can see Reeve Barrow and Noah Kendrick on the near side. Bob's in motion. Hand off to Stimson, who goes forward to the 40-yard line, bounces backward, and I don't know, I guess they'll give him forward progress. It looks to be the 39. That's where the refs are marking it. They're saying that's where he got, and then he got knocked backwards and was in the hands of one of those defenders. So they're going to say he got forward progress to the 39. 2 minutes left in the game, 66-28. Eagles over the Bulldogs.
I'd say you're going to see about maybe 3 more plays, Charlie.
Reeve Barrow at the slot at the top of the formation. Hand off to Fobbs again.
Ethan gets down to the 37-yard line. Be third down and a long six. A long six for Nederland.
And again, a reminder, we're going to be going to Kingwood on Thursday.
There's our player of the game, our Whataburger player of the game, number 4, Reeve Barrow.
Charlie, talk a little bit about we're going to be here in 2 weeks for senior night.
Senior night against Crosby, and that's going to be a very big game. Nederland's pretty much got to win out to make sure that they get into the playoffs. Jet sweep here to number 20. Carter Smith, the senior, takes it around the right end, gets the first down to the 30-yard line.
And before the clock starts rolling again, just thought I'd mention now what we got on the halftime score was that Crosby was up on P&G 49-14. So if P&G loses, that makes 2 losses in district for them, 2 losses in district for us. Crosby is the only undefeated team remaining in the district.
Broussard looks deep.
He's open.
Reeve Barrow could not turn around quick enough. Yeah, the ball had to come out a little fast. Barrow almost had a 3rd touchdown running the post flag over there. And that stopped the clock with 28 seconds left in the game. 2nd down from the 29-yard line. Yeah, the district, again, I don't know what Texas City has done. I haven't heard any scores from them yet.
No.
But Texas City and Nederland and Port Neches Groves all had 1 loss. P&G and Nederland will both go to 2 losses now.
But also at 2 losses.
Hand off to Bryson Bryant. Gets good yardage down to the 25-yard line.
But I believe Barbers Hill, are they 2-2 now, 3-2? So we've got a log jam.
It's
here
getting
in
tighter.
This district. Yeah.
8 seconds left in the game. Nederland runs one last play. It's going to be a jump ball into the end zone.
Texas City ball.
Noah Kendrick unable to come up with the ball, and that is the ball game. 66-28. The Eagles defeat the Bulldogs. Well played by Barbers Hill throughout this particular game, and as the 2 teams get together to shake hands at midfield, again, this is part of the UIL tradition, and the coaches get out there as well because it's all about sportsmanship. It's just a game, guys.
And Charlie, we give credit to when it's due. Barbers Hill played a great game tonight. And as you mentioned earlier, Charlie, this is a team that may have got out of the gate a little bit slow in terms of both their total team performance. But tonight was a night when they just brought it all together, both offensively and defensively. They were exceptional on both sides of the ball because they beat a good team tonight in Nederland. And Charlie, just as you, just real quick, as you see the district moving forward with this log jam, but Crosby sitting at the top, these next 2 weeks are really critical in how it plays out.
Yeah, that's going to be very big to get it all together. And so two games to go. We appreciate y'all being with us, and got a few last-minute words from our sponsors.
25 years, one love. At Raising Cane's on Highway 365 in Nederland, our concept is simple and unique. We only have one love, quality chicken finger meals. At Raising Cane's, you get an exceptionally high-quality product served quickly and conveniently. We will not compromise our quality or cut corners. Because this community has helped us grow and supported our success, we're able to lend a hand towards someone else's success. Always supporting the Bulldogs. Raising
85 years is a long time. When you take the level of pride in your craft that we do, it goes by quickly. And when you are dedicated to safely building the finest structures for the plants and refineries that keep our area thriving, you take it seriously. Thanks for 85 years. H.B. Neild & Sons, committed to the next 85 years and beyond.
game is over, and unfortunately, the Bulldogs are on the losing end on this one. But let's first of all start off by saying this. Many thanks to Eric Shaw and our friends at 5 Point Credit Union for bringing this game to you this evening, along with all of our other host of sponsors whom we so much appreciate. They allow us to bring the game to you, yes, I'm going to say it again, live and free. We're very grateful to them. And we do not end this evening, Mr. Charlie Jehlen, on a down note. We just want to let you guys know it is the bottom of the 8th, and our Houston Astros are winning 5-0. They hold on to this. They're heading to their 3rd World Series in 5 seasons. So, hey, so sorry about the Bulldogs, but super, super congratulations if it holds out to the Houston Astros. And also, when we go to Kingwood next week to play Kingwood Park on the Thursday night, that game is going to be brought to you by another one of our awesome sponsors, HB Field and Sons. And we're looking forward to being there. We're going to have a lot of fun Thursday. Many special thanks and recognition to our outstanding crew. This game went off without a hitch. Excellent production. And more Nederland football to come for the next 2 weeks, Charlie.
Yeah, last note here is going to be from Mr. Ed Seymour from Pax Supply. The final yardage, Barbers Hill had 609 total yards, 365 rushing, 244 passing. Nederland, total yards 291, 222 through the air, 69 through the rush. Appreciate you being with us. We'll see you next week.